I've got something timely to say.
Yeah.
Who put Michael Fleming back on the air? Do we really have to sit here and listen to him? Are you kidding me?
We haven't had Fleming on the air for quite some time. He stepped away.
We're doing a really good job keeping him off the air.
Hey, high pitch, keep it down.
No, I did a really good job of keeping me off the air.
He stepped away for a little bit, and I think he offers an interesting perspective. I'll tell you exactly why he's in here. This, like I said, just in the last break, is a behind-the-scenes show. There's nobody that pays more attention to this show while not in the studio than Michael Fleming does, and it helps because we're going to roll out a new segment called Stuff We Messed Up, and that's where Fleming's going to bring in a few facts or misused words. Anything that we messed up, Fleming's going to be our guy, and he's going to have a little segment every night here on the wrap-up hour to tell us about it.
I try to listen to the show every day from the top of the hour, and then I'm in the chat room 3 out of them 4 hours, pretty much. And so, yeah, he's right. I'm throb at number one.
Does that make it any better for you?
No, grown man.
We have a new little segment we are going to break out for you. What are we going to call this? Stuff we messed up?
Okay.
Crap we messed up? Things? What do you like?
I labeled defiled donk errata.
Which is, what does that mean?
Errata? That's
sounds
mistakes.
like erotica.
Yeah, I know, and I knew you'd take it that way. Maybe that's why I said it. I don't know.
I think we should just call it Stuff We Messed Up. How's that sound?
That's a lot easier to understand. You made reference to a drug-smuggling penguin.
I did. I corrected it. I caught it myself, but the problem was I did say penguin, and I've had that problem for my entire life.
Can you imagine a penguin trying to smuggle drugs into a Mexican prison?
Oh, it would be far more newsworthy than a pigeon. Burger King Hotline, who's this?
Is this the Donkey Show wrap-up hour?
Yes, it is. Go ahead.
I just realized something that you guys might have missed.
Okay, what's that?
That you guys totally suck.
No, we caught that.
Fleming, can you tell me a little bit about this clip that you provided for me today?
Yeah, I noticed a pattern, and it was a phrase that was being repeated over and over on the show. Like, if you had a drinking game, this would be the drinking game. Every time they say this phrase, you take a shot, you're going to be hammered by the end of the show. In fact, almost half of this material came just from today's show.
But here's the thing, though.
The thing is, here's the thing. The thing is
That's the thing. But here's the thing.
and the thing is,
Here's the thing.
the thing is,
Because here's the thing.
but the thing is,
And here's the thing.
the thing is,
Well, here's the thing.
the thing is,
Here's the thing.
the thing is, the weird thing is,
The thing is.
The thing is,
the thing is, and the thing is,
Well, that's the thing.
Is that the thing? Oh, my God.
I would propose that we start a drinking game where you take a shot every time either Tanner or Drew says the thing.
No, because we'd all be wasted.
Well, in fact, you would have had 5 shots today.
Oh, that's not bad.
I once proposed a game where either the word awkward, party, or aggressive would trigger that shot. There is one more.
Oh, okay. Here, wait.
I think Dr. Conrad Murray is the scapegoat in this whole thing.
That might be the best one that you found so far.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to all escaped goats and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. It was alleged that American Idol contestant Casey Abrams played the cello. Casey actually plays the stand-up bass.
And the difference is...
A stand-up bass burns longer.
Ah, okay.
We heard about the parole status of Sirhan Sirhan. That should be Sirhan Sirhan.
I don't even know who either one of those people are, but it's hilarious.
Sirhan Sirhan is the guy that shot Robert Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
And lastly, it was alleged that Michael Fleming is a member of the Warlock community. I am, in fact, not a member of the Warlock community. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Michael Fleming and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 14 shots today. 9 of those were in the first segment of the first hour.
Let's recap what that is.
It's a drinking game modeled after Hi Bob. Every time somebody says, that's the thing, or the thing is, you have to take a shot. You were snockered by the end of the first segment.
So how many
today.
was it?
14 total today.
Wow.
Am I one of them?
No.
Did I do it? Okay.
No, I did hear one during this
See, here's the
segment.
thing. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We're getting some Don Quila.
Take a shot.
All right.
Beaker. Mandy, will you pour him a shot?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
hey, you know what I think you guys should do for these idiots that call up and beg for tickets? Have like a certain noise, like an air horn, and just don't say a word, just go...
I used to keep a rape whistle by the phone just for telemarketers.
There you go, guys.
Wow, Fleming, you used to rape whistle telemarketers?
Yes, I did.
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming on the Donk Show Wrap-Up Hour. Go ahead, good sir.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 6 shots today. 7 if you count the one that Man Candy actually posted in the chat room.
I don't think you count those. It was Man Candy. That wasn't us.
Okay, so it was 6, and 5 of those were in the first segment.
That's twice. 2 days in a row, we've rang off 5 in the first segment.
Are they doing this on purpose? They're aware of the game. Are they trying to get the Throbbits drunk right off the bat so the show will be funnier?
I don't know, man. I would think that they would keep rattling them off. They wouldn't stop at 6 if that was the case.
Okay, we heard the coining of the term overwhelmment. We heard you say lunky, and I looked that up in the Urban Dictionary, and none of those definitions are good.
Like big and huge?
Yeah.
What is lunky? Wait, you looked it up in Urban Dictionary. Did you look it up in the regular dictionary?
No.
Well,
actually, yes. Yes, I did.
And it wasn't there?
No.
What about lunker?
No.
See, because a lunker's a big fish. I'm serious. Like, there was a bass fishing video game, and you fished to catch the lunker.
Well, then your shoes are similar to a big fish.
Which they were, because they smelled bad, too. Go ahead.
Bingo. And in response to Tanner saying that he wished that he could say the C word, Marcus shouted, "Con!"
Which is actually spelt with a K.
Con is spelt with a K. The Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Ricardo Montalban and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Oh, man, that was a good one. I figured you were going to come up with a zinger tonight. That was really good. Thank you, Michael Fleming.
You're very welcome. Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 4 shots today.
It's a good day.
That was a very low total. I attribute that to the absence of Drew.
Well, so much for that non-personal thing, right?
That's right. Throwing him right under that bus he's on. We heard it suggested that we might see a settlement pushed underneath the table. That metaphor was so badly mangled, I don't even know what you were trying to say.
I combined 4 different metaphors in one, and I blew your mind, Fleming. That's what happened.
You know what's a metaphor? To keep your cows in.
What?
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
I am confused now.
Okay.
Is the football team from Cincinnati the Bagels or the Bengals?
It's the Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals.
Sorry.
All right. Well, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to the Cincinnati Bengals and their attorneys.
For the second time in a week.
Actually, it was the Bengals last time. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment. When asked to take Beaker's temperature rectally, Man Candy said, "I will stick a temperature in his mouth." I believe that she meant to say thermometer.
Who's Oh, Mandy?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you call her... Does everybody call her that? Did I just miss something?
No, that's what I call her.
That's weird.
She calls me Phlegm Job.
That's extremely weird. It
Yeah.
just got so weird in here. Go ahead.
I just got really awkward.
I just got so weird that I think I'm better.
Oh, we've got it.
I think my manhood just sucked itself in.
Like a frightened turtle. I should specify that the man who played Ralph Cramden on The Honeymooners was Jackie Gleason. We've heard Tanner refer to him 3 times now as that guy on The Honeymooners. Jackie Gleason was a great comedian. He deserves the mention.
Okay.
While referring to a reptile house, Marcus said, "I don't think you should constrict your visit to there. I think you meant restrict."
I did, but I think that constrict can still work.
Because it was a snake house?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that it was a snake house. Think about constriction. If it was a big search, then everything would be fine. If it was a small search, then it would be considered a constricted search, would it not? Because no, constriction, does it not mean to wind something up and to squeeze it?
Yeah.
Compression?
You're reaching.
I'm reaching, but I'm trying.
Yeah, okay. You got away with a bite me today. I would never get away with a bite me. Remember when I shouted out "bite me" in a crowded auditorium because I didn't want to say "F you"? And they gave me so much crap over that.
In a crowded auditorium. I did it in a spot where there was nothing else to be said, and they knew it too.
They let it slide, but no, they won't let me slide with that.
Because yours was like, "Ha ha, Donkey Show sucks." That was what yours sounded like, yeah.
Yours is pretty hilarious. So, like, what size are you? Bite me.
Exactly. We heard the gay Avenger called the Gay Adventure. Did you catch that one?
I thought that was one of his matches.
He corrected it automatically. Like it was like watching it fall out of his mouth, and he was trying to grab it and shove it back in so he could try again. But yeah, I caught that.
I think you would refer to the match as a gay adventure. Again, we heard the word stewardess. I'm going to let that one go.
But that was actually, I know that you.
It was written into the story.
That was a Reuters article, though, Fleming.
Yeah.
That's like BBC type stuff.
That's actually Reuters.
Reuters, but that came off the Newswire in. What is that over in in
BBC.
UK?
You were just reading copy. I understand.
Yeah, so you can't come at me with stewardess.
Can I rip on you for saying Lufthansa?
Yeah, you can, because I had no idea how to pronounce that one. I just tried to race by it.
And then Drew said it, but he didn't really correct you, so I'm here to set the record straight.
And how is it?
Lufthansa.
Lufthansa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do they have to put so many consonants together in the middle of that word?
I know. Go buy a vowel. It was alleged that in response to outrage expressed about Wonder Woman's costume, that, quote, all they did was change the colors. There was another significant change. Gone are the high heels.
Why?
I don't know. The high heels were hot.
Yeah, you can't put a chick in flats and expect me to watch her run around the streets of New York with her boobs bouncing. I need heels.
And lastly, Throb Cheese in the More Gooder chat room caught one that slid right by me. I went back and listened to it. We heard that there would be a short film about breast cancer directed by Jennifer Anderston.
Anderston?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be Aniston?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Who was that?
I have who? Jennifer Aniston
No,
or Anderston?
who said it?
That was a Tanner.
Yeah, remember, you're supposed to. It's funny because Tanner came in here and he's like, "You need to make these more personal." And now the only person he calls out is me.
You know, Fleming screwed up today on this show.
Really?
He said he hadn't been on the Donkey Show in 13 months. He was on it yesterday.
I haven't been a regular cast member in 13 months. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to myself and Jennifer Aniston and her attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error. Sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Thank you, Michael Fleming.
Drew said, someone stunk bomb us. In fact, it's in that clip.
It is in that clip.
Yeah, someone stunk bomb us. I think he meant someone stink bombed us. He was trying to talk past tense, and I understand that. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but I love it.
Yeah, it worked. We knew what he meant. And we heard the coining of the word unpenetratable.
Is that not, that one's not a word?
Yeah.
Impenetrable.
Exactly.
Who said unpenetratable?
I think it was Drew.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah, unpenetratable. Yeah, I believe it was Drew. But, you know, that guy is a fountain of new words. They could fill a dictionary just with his coinage.
Impermeable would also work in that sense, wouldn't it?
I guess so. Yes.
Okay.
Impermeable and impenetrable.
Yeah,
would
gotcha.
be synonymic.
Synonyms.
And I think I just coined a new phrase, too.
You did.
And yesterday it was alleged that old drivers are listening to Paul Harvey. Paul Harvey is dead. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Paul Harvey and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming on the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour. We got a 2-day backlog, yes, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to do this backwards. I'm going to do today, right now, today.
Okay.
So today, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, you knocked back no less than 6 shots today. We heard Yams say, I don't like to be snaked in the grass.
Well, Yams, I hope you don't like to be snaked anywhere.
Well, it rhymes with grass. We heard Tanner say, Tanner said, he says it okay when he rehears me say it. I thought that was amusing. Rehears. We heard the coining of the word rehears.
Well, we're always good for one or two.
Yeah, let's see. The cities of Memphis, Knoxville, Dallas, and Baton Rouge were referred to as Bible Belts.
I said the cities in the Bible Belt. That's
don't make me play the tape, Marcus.
I didn't call them Bible Belts. I said Bible Belt cities.
Okay, that's going to be tomorrow's isolated audio.
So you seriously, when it's stuff we messed up, like, is that really a mess? Did you understand what I said when I said that? Did you understand I was referring to cities in the Bible Belt?
I knew what you meant.
So why did you put it down on there?
Once I throw a flag, I'm not going to pick it up and wave it at the crowd.
Well, you should pick it up and wave it if there was no PI.
You're starting 5 yards back, dude.
That's stupid.
Oh, I forgot to say, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, you knocked back no less than 8 shots yesterday. The average is hovering right around 7.
And it's starting to go up, but it's funny because even though the average is starting to go up, some people are starting to realize what they're saying. And we have a small isolated clip here from Drew where he completely checks himself.
And you can hear it. It's unmistakable.
Listen to this.
Because he wanted to top out. Don't ever steal a caddy and go run from the cops because he wanted to.
I got whiplash listening to that.
He was about to say that's the thing or that's just it or something like that, and
he was going to say the thing is.
Here he goes. Listen again.
Because he wanted to top out. Don't ever steal a caddy and go run from the cops.
If he could have left skid marks, he would have.
Oh, absolutely. I think there are some, and they're in the chair that you're in.
Yeah. Tanner referred to a bald eagle dildo. And he said,
"Yeah, he did," and I can't see how he messed that up.
Well, he said that it would make the noise caw. I believe that would be a crow dildo.
He meant the screech. The
eagles scream. They don't say caw.
Scream. Screaming eagle. Yeah, I guess I agree with you.
All right. The other day it was alleged that the population of China is 20 times that of the United States. The true ratio is around 4 to 1.
Yep.
There's 1.3 billion Chinese and 310 million United Statesians, Americans.
Yeah, I believe they're called Americans in this country.
I'll add that to tomorrow's mess up.
Well, you pissed half of them off, so I wouldn't come in tomorrow.
In the More Gooder chat room, Beaker posted OMG God.
Oh my God, God.
Oh my God, God.
So you were talking to God at the time?
I was.
Wow.
That's like saying...
I was pissed off at God because I logged into Stickcam and it decided to show me the stupid Rise of the Apes trailer.
Oh my God, God.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to God and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Something tells me that that's not the last time we're going to apologize to God on this program. Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming on the Donk Show Wrap-Up Hour, a special segment devoted 100% to letting us know everything that we screwed up on the day.
Pretty much.
All right, we'll go for it.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 3 shots today.
Well, let's reset that game real quick, because it's been a while since we talked about what That's the Thing is.
It's a derivative of the old game Hi Bob. We used to play Hi Bob when you watch the Bob Newhart Show. Anytime somebody said Hi Bob, you had to take a shot. Well, anytime somebody on the Donkey Show says, that's the thing, here's the thing is, you have to take a shot. There can't be any words in between the and thing.
That's just the thing? That doesn't count.
No, that'll work.
Oh, you just said there can't be any words in
between
there.
The and thing. Like, the funny thing is.
I see.
That wouldn't count.
All right.
The name of a political correspondent, George Snuffleupagus, was mangled several times in various forms. His name is actually George Stephanopoulos. And now, I have to say that I wrote this before the piece of audio that you're about to say, so I can't believe that you also went Snuffleupagus on us.
That's a hard name.
It is. All right, this is the audio that Michael Fleming grabbed. Wow, this makes me sound bad.
I cannot pronounce this guy's last name right.
Stephanopoulos.
Stephanopoulos?
Isn't it not Stephanopoulos?
Stephanopoulos,
excuse
me. You didn't say it right twice.
No, Stephanopoulos.
Stephanopoulos.
Now say it again.
Stephanopoulos.
Okay. You said Stephanopoulos the first time.
And Snuffleupagus the second.
Yeah, Snuffleupagus Big Bird. Somewhere is in there. I don't know.
And you didn't put that one in there either.
Yeah, what, the somewheres?
Yeah, somewheres. And I was proud
Somewheres
of him for
in there.
knowing that it was involved with Big Bird. A lot of people wouldn't get that reference.
Well, this is Tanner and Drew talking about Al Scott and trying to pronounce his name.
Al Scott and his mole.
Okay.
It says here, Al Scott, real name Alan Moeller. I didn't know that Al Scott's real name was Alan Moeller.
Moeller?
Moeller.
Moeller. Mole?
No, not mole, but Moeller.
A mole.
Mueller. Mueller.
Mole? Moeller.
Well, he got the mole removed, remember?
From his name?
From his face.
Oh.
That was delicious.
That was a great exchange, really. I hope that Al Moeller gets to listen to that sometime.
One mistake, not really a mistake, just a difference of opinion. We heard Tanner say that he was going to win the weight loss challenge. He's incorrect.
That's it?
It was stated during the Trailblazer game last night that the Rose Garden in Portland sounded like being in the middle of Libya. The middle of Libya is mostly uninhabited desert and would sound like this. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Muammar Gaddafi and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment
back
that it may
that
have caused.
train up right now.
No, see, that's the one that I'm not going to let you get away with.
Oh, it was a joke. This is a joke show. Oh, it's too bad Beaker left because he coined a new phrase.
As always.
Wretch level.
Wretch level?
Yeah, it was actually during a moment of surprising clarity. He was making sense and getting praise. It was surreal. We heard Tanner use the word debacle when I believe he really meant dilemma because they weren't sure what to do, whether Drew should have the surgery or not. He says, that's our debacle. He meant dilemma.
Yeah, I think he did.
Twice. I have this note from Friday, and I have it today. It was stated that I walk up and down Spencer's Butte. No, I run up and down Skinner's Butte.
So you're wrong on two levels.
No, you're wrong on 2 levels. And then
was it me?
No. Well, everybody's been misstating it. He walks briskly. Oh, he walks up and down. No, I don't walk. I run. It's 45 solid minutes of running. There's no walking involved.
All right.
And also, I have the word lockjaw down here. I believe they were describing lockjaw as some kind of a trick knee thing, and I thought it was associated with tetanus.
Yeah, you can get if you get tetanus, you can get lockjaw. Yeah, you're right.
So with the whole brisk walk misstating my workout thing, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour should apologize to me and my attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for the harm and embarrassment that it has caused. We heard you say sequence top.
Sequence top, yeah?
Sequined. A top with sequins on it.
Oh, I put the D on the end of it.
But you made a hard C at the end of this. It's a mispronunciation.
My bad, Fleming. Can we still hang out?
No. Drew said acid reflex.
Reflux?
Yeah, I believe so.
Man, you are just the police today. I mean, how do you even pick that out of a conversation?
Well, I'm not the only one who's picking out your mistakes. Mr. Beaker over here pointed out that you used the word stupider.
Stupider? My bad.
You did make up for it by coming up with a band name Masterful Tone Fart.
Thank you.
Mr. Ooh La La referred to Dweezil as a hermaphrodite from the sky. Dweezil is the son of Frank Zappa. While I cannot prove that Dweezil Zappa is not, in fact, also a hermaphrodite from the sky.
He didn't say Dweezil Zappa, he just said Dweezil.
Nonetheless, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Dweezil Zappa and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. We heard the name Yvette Vickers. Yeah, well, Tanner meant to say Yvette Vickers.
Oh.
Now, yeah, who's Yvette?
It makes so much sense when you say the real name.
Yvette.
I love it.
Sure, and I can see why you mispronounced it. By the way, I put a picture of Yvette Vickers in your folder there. She's the woman on the famous poster of Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
I was wondering what that was doing in there. I opened it up looking for audio, and I was like, what the hell is this?
There you are. That's why. She was Playboy's Playmate of the Month in 59. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Yvette Vickers and her attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
All 50 feet of her.
Yeah, she could attack. We heard the coining of the words remnant, asterix.
This was yesterday where they quoted, and did you hear me call it?
Yeah.
I called it right after he said the remnants, and I said, what's a remnant?
What's a remnant?
And nobody else picked up on it. Everybody just said, I don't know.
By the way, if my father is listening, that is one of his pet peeves, is the word remnant.
It's not remnant. It's not like Rembrandt or whatever the toothpaste is. Remnant. Two syllables.
2 syllables.
I called the Stickgam chat room the More Gooder chat room, and I just about got killed for it.
But you are correct.
Really?
If you take what Tanner says, and Tanner is Lord God King in this room, okay? This is his world and Drew's, and that is what is originally called the More Gooder chat room.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Carl came along and put up this website, and there's attached to that another chat room with smaller type, none of the regulars. You can't see any video of the Throbbits, and none of us are in there.
Okay.
And it's the Meebo chat room. The confusion comes from the fact that at the top of it, it says in big bold letters, the More Gooder chat room. Thanks a lot, Carl.
Well, I can take that away, though. I can edit the website just fine. If you think I should take that away, then I can, but what should we call that chat room?
The Donkey Show chat room, or, you know what I call it? I call it the Nerd Couch at a Rockin' Party. Because that's what it is.
All right, then that's what it's going to be called tomorrow, the Nerd Couch at a Rockin' Party.
Here's why Carl's going to be upset with us. Because that chat room gets you to click on to donkshow.com to get in there, and then you're stuck in this little backwater of a chat room, but it counts as a click. That's another hit on the Donk Show. To get into the good chat room, you have to go through Stickcam.
Okay.
And that's where you'll find Buster Ass Marcus, myself. You can chat with Tanner when
all
you feel...
4 of Beaker's accounts.
True.
Yeah.
We're all in there, and that's the good one. Plus, you can see the Throbbits, and there's some Throbbits in there right now. I see 4 right now.
All right.
We heard Beaker say that about being a homosexual, that admitting it is the first step to solving the problem.
As in, homosexuality is not necessarily a problem.
That kind of raised a pink flag for me. I'm not gay, I'm just saying.
But it raised a pink flag in your world. That's great. Continue.
I want to make it clear that Pet Boys and Pet Smart do not cut hair.
What about Walmart?
I think you can get a haircut at Walmart.
Actually, you can at the Springfield one, I just want to say.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then we had Drew.
Is that cost effective?
They don't charge me. They say that it's not going to look any better.
Oh, let's see. We had Drew saying about Mr. Ooh La La, you have a solid brain on your shoulders.
I did hear him say that, but it didn't really register with me until now.
Let's see. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Manny, Mo, and Jack and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Okay, I know that you're going to hate me for the reference thing, but you're going to have to explain who the hell Manny, Mo, and Jack is.
Yeah, see, I meant to go out on the Pet Boys thing. That's who the Pet Boys are, Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Oh, really?
There
okay.
you are.
Well, did Manny cut your hair last time, or was it Jack?
No, Walmart did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with a radiator fan.
I don't want to make you any more upset than you already are, but I kind of blew it as a host in
How
this
so?
respect. I didn't load up your stuff we messed up bed, so
Crap. You crapped the bed.
Will this bed work?
No,
not that one. That one sucks. All right, we got to get the stuff we messed up here. We are so late. We have you go. Just 60 seconds, go.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 5 shots today. We heard the coining of the phrases Tapatico, which I think he meant tapioca, and oil barracks.
Tapatico, is that like a cross between tapioca pudding and tapatio, the hot sauce?
I believe so. And oil barracks, I think, was supposed to be oil derricks. We heard Tanner make reference to OSU football players stealing gay goats.
Sheep.
The animal in question was, in fact, a sheep. The Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to sheep everywhere, especially gay sheep. If you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 3 shots today. That average is dropping like a stone.
No, we checked them on it. It was a crutch, and now they're not using it anymore. That's a good thing.
All 3 of them were Tanner. Tanner said chunder smell.
Chunder smell?
Yeah. Drew said doo-doo, and you have it somewhere up there.
Do I?
That was
Yeah.
fantastic. We might witness the rapture with the Medford Throbbits.
I heard that they actually do they
Wow.
You said doo-doo.
Hang on here.
do
There we go.
do
Don't ruin my life.
I love it.
Dude, don't ruin my life.
Dude, don't ruin my life.
Hotline, who's this?
This is Drew. Hey, quick question. Good job on the what you screwed up, but how's chunder a screw up?
No, and that's what I meant to say is that I had never heard the word, so I looked it up on Urban Dictionary. It actually is a word. It means a horrible smell. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slang. Chunder means a horrible smell. I always thought it was code for throwing up.
Yeah, it's when you throw up. That's right. Well, he was saying chunder smell.
You know it's a big day when I called to defend chunder.
It is.
Don't ruin my life.
Shut up.
Don't ruin my life.
Shut up. Oh, I had it looped. Sorry.
God, I love it when you have a new toy.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, his doo-doo slipped.
Ah, that sucked.
What?
Don't ruin my life.
He slipped in doo-doo and ruined his life. Drew said once you've breached the subject, the word he wanted was broached. Yes.
But breach, I mean, see, I feel like sometimes these words can make it in, sometimes they can't. That's one of them, because you breach a dam, right?
You put a hole in it.
Right, but that's what breach a dam means, right?
Right. But he brought up the subject. He didn't put a hole in the subject. Come on.
No, but I guess I could kind of feel like he's opening the floodgates on a subject.
It's the wrong word,
Yeah,
Marcus.
he's right. It's the wrong word.
Beaker made up a couple words today. He
What? No, I heard one of them. I wanted to spot it, but I had to save it.
You know what it was?
Yeah, you don't drove in anywhere.
There you are. Drew sang the jingle, "Why buy a mattress anywhere else?" But he didn't say ding.
Ding.
So let's say it. Ready?
Ding.
Okay, and finally, the Athearchists were described as resembling the Vikings from the Capital One commercials. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to the Vikings from the Capital One commercials, and we sincerely regret this error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Thank you, Michael Fleming. Dano,
That is my favorite part of the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour. It's when he does the apologies, the public apology. And you guys know, because you guys wound up going to a show that we did, and I wound up bringing that into the set, too. So
yeah, you did.
Well, in that case, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to the Athearchists and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
I feel like I just went to Disneyland.
And we heard Beaker assert that a guy down the hall was named Bill Lundberg.
I'm going to tell Bill that tomorrow. In fact, I'm just going to call him Bill Lundberg for the rest of my employment here, which probably won't be too long now.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Bill Lundberg and Bill London and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. Today we heard the coining of the phrase, "Eat Queens."
Oh, no, Eat Queens has been around for a long time. They just haven't said it for a while.
Okay, well, we did hear the coining of the phrase, "persona non grata." I think that's a guy who doesn't hang out in a cave. Today we heard Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, Cannes. I was wondering if you were going to catch that one. Yeah,
wow, a Star Trek reference.
There you go.
S is silent, although it is spelled Cannes. It's Cannes.
Yes, unless you're raising food for Lane County, then it's the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, exactly.
They actually do that.
Yeah, they do.
Scottie Pippen said you have to be on your P's and Q's.
Just like standing on them? Or?
Yeah, you have to mind your P's and Q's. It's an old phrase, and we're not going to go into that again.
And what does P's and Q's stand for?
P's and Q's, well, okay, I'll give you the explanation. When you were a typesetter in the old days, you had to put the type away when you were done with it. And then you would throw P's in the Q box and Q's in the P box, and then next time you made up your type, they were all screwed up. So you have to mind your P's and Q's when you're putting those letters away.
I got you.
I wish I could have the last 30 seconds of my life back.
I kind of do, too.
And lastly, it was alleged that Justin Bieber's hair is still styled in the Beatlesque helmet head fashion. Bieber, in fact, went spiky a couple of months ago. The Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Justin Bieber and his attorney.
I don't think we should apologize to him.
Why not?
I'm just kidding.
Baby.
Oh, stop
baby.
it. Stop it. Now, we had something we were going to talk about right now.
We did.
Yeah, remember we were talking about it off the air?
We were talking about it off the air.
Don't just repeat me. I need your help here.
I'm bluffing because I have no idea what it is. I forget.
You came up with it.
Okay.
All right,
I hope it's good.
Let's take a call. I'll remember what it is here in a minute. Wrap up. Go ahead.
Good morning, boys. How you doing?
Good morning.
What's up, man?
I just don't know how many throbbers are calling in and saying this, but I really appreciate Michael Fleming. He's a good man, and I really appreciate what he has in the program. Marcus, you're a badass, by the way.
Thanks, man. I appreciate the call.
That's all I wanted to say. Have a good one, guys.
Cool, buddy. Take it easy. And
thank you so much.
Yeah, man. I think you and I work well together, Michael Fleming.
Jay.
I really do. It's a good flow in here, and when Beaker's in here, it's just even more chemistry.
You've been promoted from buster ass to badass.
Yeah, I don't run with that one. Hotline, who's this?
Hey, it's Lunchbox.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Fleming, hate to break your record, buddy. I've been listening to the show all day, and Tanner dropped a "that's the thing" earlier.
Did he?
He did, absolutely.
Oh, well, then we need to take a shot. Everybody out there, take a shot.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. I see, and I have to tell you that as part of doing this show, I listen to all 4 hours of the Donk, and I hear it in my sleep.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Here's the thing. The thing is,
Might have just been out on a potty break or something.
The problem is there's just brief times that I have to break away and do a traffic report, and when I can, I'll go back and listen to what I didn't hear, just in case. I mean, I'm kind of obsessive compulsive when it comes to that, but apparently I missed one. We heard the use or misuse of the words, or the coining of the words, or non-words, twirt, undoubtedly, patheticator, supposedly, and maloot. What a rich treasure trove of language we came up with today.
So, wait, what was the last one?
Maloot, M-A-L-O-O-T. I looked in Urban Dictionary, I looked in the regular dictionary, I Googled it, I cannot find...
Was he trying to say minute?
No, he said maloot, quite clearly. It was in the first segment. I think he was calling somebody that.
Oh, and he called somebody a twert, too, I remember.
Twert. Yeah, and he knew he had morphed it, which was great.
And what? Wait, give me the... I think it was like the third one on there?
Patheticator.
Yeah, patheticator. That was... He made that one up on purpose, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
continue.
somebody said it would make an awesome movie. Did you say that?
No.
Okay. But it would. Okay, now, as a drummer, I know that you were raised on Dixieland. You play Dixieland. You've been in a couple Dixieland bands, and you go to Dixieland jams, correct?
What is Dixieland?
Oh, am I misrepresenting the type of music that you play?
Yeah.
I'm trying to illustrate a point quite obviously.
Yeah, no, that is exactly what it's like. But I seriously don't know what Dixieland is.
Okay, and my point here being is that several times it's been... Tanner seems to think it, Sean seems to think it, that I play jazz. I can't jazz my way out of a paper bag. I don't go to jazz jams. Jazz guys...
Jazz is completely different than blues. A lot of people don't understand that.
There is a mile of difference between them. And honestly, I'm a fish out of water at jazz jams. And jazz guys don't come to blues jams.
Well, and I guess it's more for percussion, really, to me, too, because jazz drumming is just a completely different world than anything else you've ever heard. It makes no sense to a regular up-down guy. Like, you know, the rock beat and the jazz beat are so far apart.
And where they go, I mean, the chordage and the structure of the songs, I'm absolutely lost. Jazz has been described as, we'll start together, we'll end together, but in the middle, I don't know what's going on.
All right, so let's break this down to brass tacks. Michael Fleming does not play jazz, and I was a terrible wrestler.
Exactly, I don't play jazz.
I'm sorry.
Sorry I brought it up.
Me too, I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
Go ahead, good sir.
Okay, here's a little peek behind the scenes. Every day, I try to listen to all 4 hours of the Donkey Show. That's 4 hours out of your life every day, day in, day out, without missing any, because I'm kind of OCD. It kills me to miss even a minute of it.
See, listening's not that hard. My mom always used to tell me it costs not to pay attention.
Shut up. Anyway, my point being... I know if I miss even 60 seconds of the show, they're going to say that's the thing about 7 times during that minute.
Right, that's just Murphy's Law.
That being said, I think I missed maybe, 5 or 10 minutes out of the 4 hours, and I didn't detect any that's the things today.
We had an offer?
Yes. So you knocked back 0 shots today, and you were stone cold sober.
That sucks. I bet you it wasn't a very good show then.
Man, that was a long way to go for nothing.
I know.
Marcus inferred that Dynamite would implode the Miami Heat's Big Three.
No, I said, I knew you were going to do this too, because when I said implode, I said it once. I said you got to stick a dynamite in and explode the whole, or blow up the whole thing, and then later I said you have to implode it. I didn't make any reference to dynamite. I just said you have to, and when I said implode, I meant from the inside out.
You implied implode.
Oh, God.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that may cause.
I'm sorry. I don't like to shut your mic off, but it was LeBron James. I can't stand that guy.
It was suggested that Eugene and Medford should dump all their bums in Springfield and Grants Pass. But bums are like cats. They're mobile. They won't stay put, because even bums don't want to live in Springfield and Grants Pass.
It's very true. You entitled the audio "Do Not Open Until Christmas," and
which is like saying, "Listen to this."
Exactly. The very first thing it says when I see it is, "I'm pulling it up because I don't care what it is."
Couldn't resist it.
So, do you want me to play that right now? Or
sure.
you want to wait?
Why not? It's funny.
these reporters will ask questions, so what do you think of gay marriage? And then if someone says, I'm not sure if I'm for it, they're considered a hate mongrel.
As soon as I heard that, I just, oh man, I had to have that.
All right.
We heard less miserables.
I couldn't stop laughing when that
I
happened.
had just turned it on when that one happened.
Tanner had to dump himself at one point today. I thought that was awesome.
What did he almost say?
BT.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
is it?
That's See, the problem is it rolls out so much in our regular life. Like the minute the mics go off, we say what he wanted to say all the time.
It kills me though when he has to dump himself. Like
Yeah.
he just says it because he has to, and then he has to hit the button. Clogs were referred to as Swiss wooden shoes. The Swiss have nothing to do with wooden shoes. Wooden shoes are in Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, Galicia, Lithuania, and Sweden.
I get all of those countries mixed up though, because they're all
they're all European.
Yeah.
And lastly, Tanner said President Bush wasn't a stupid guy, when in fact he is. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to George Walker Bush. We sincerely agree with this and all that crap.
Wow.
And then he said that at Wimbledon, there's stuff we messed up. It's Wimbledon.
Yeah, with the
and he was saying it correctly, that the women are dropping like flies. I would point out that 50% of the women were losers and 50% were winners.
Yeah, that's very true. It tends to be like that with just about any bracketed tournament. 50% of the field gets eliminated just about every round.
Exactly. We heard somebody mention the country of Myanmar.
Myanmar. I didn't say Myanmar.
You said Myanmar.
I said Myanmar.
Don't make me pull the tape,
No, because I
Marcus.
thought it was Miramar at first from Top Gun. I gotta send you two asses to Miramar.
Is that a studio?
No, Miramar. It's Top Gun, man. It's where the jets fly out. Trust me. Keep going.
Myanmar. Okay, and there was some discussion as to what is it that's flinging clay pigeons. They called it a flinger or a thrower or... Trust me on this one. My first job when I was 14 years old, I was a trap boy. It's called a trap machine, people. That's what flings your clay pigeons, a trap machine.
Does it fling them, or does it launch them, or does it throw them? Because I think that was the initial question. I know during the actual break, my door in the news tank flies open, and I thought that they were on the air because I thought I heard him. Drew says, "Clay pigeons, do you fling them or throw them or launch them or shoot them?" And I was like, launch? I don't know. And he just ran out of the studio. So
I believe the verb is throw. But the thing is called a trap machine. And trust me, that's how I paid for my first drum set. That was my first job in 1977.
So you bought a trap set by throwing trap.
Exactly.
Oh, what a play on words, Michael
Yes,
Fleming.
indeed. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Dick Holtz and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Don't have time to ask who Dick Holtz is. Let's go back to the America's Tire Hotline.
He was my boss. I guess it was Drew that referenced the foot tap with the Idaho governor in a Minneapolis airport.
Larry David? Is that his name?
We're going to apologize to Larry David as well for that. It was Senator Larry Craig.
Larry Craig. Well, dude's got too many first names. Larry Craig, David, they're all first names. Why are they last names?
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Governor C.L. Butch Otter and Larry David.
Who's C.L. Butch Otter?
That's the Idaho governor that Drew alleged tapped his foot in a Minneapolis airport.
It was actually Larry Craig.
It was the senator from Idaho, not the governor.
Sorry, F.R. Puffin Stuff or whatever your name was.
And their attorneys, we sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. That's an actual legal apology because we don't want to besmirch the name of a governor of a neighboring state.
It doesn't matter if we besmirch somebody when they can't even understand what besmirch means, all right? He's from Idaho. Have you ever been there?
Crack out the thesaurus for Marcus. Let me get it there.
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming on the Donk Show Wrap-Up Hour. This is where a cynical old man picks apart three young whippersnappers that have no damn idea what they're doing.
Get off my lawn!
Go ahead.
Let's see. We heard somebody say, catch the blunt of the hate. I think that was a Freudian slip.
Brunt, maybe?
Brunt, exactly.
Smoking too many blunts lately.
Exactly.
Who was that?
That was Drew.
Okay.
We heard the correct song played today, Yankee Doodle Dandy, as opposed to Yankee Doodle.
Yeah, he went fishing for that one.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He must have heard the show.
He did. No, he didn't. That was a lie. Go ahead.
I have no idea what precipitated that. We heard the coining of the phrase sniper rifle.
Tanner.
Yes. We heard that almost 60% of bank robberies are done by one lone person. He must be a really busy guy. We heard Drew gain 10 yards by saying Rory McIlroy for the first time.
All right.
And then he gave it right back with onion.
Yeah, you know what? You can't stay out of your own way with those offensive penalties, man.
Net zero. We heard Tanner say that he went to Alton Baker Park and got a greasy curly fly. That sounds really unappetizing.
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming. It's just been getting sloppy with my fingers, I guess.
What are you going to do?
Well, it's tough, you know.
What are you going to do?
Go ahead.
If you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back one single shot today.
Who was it?
I believe it was Tanner, very early.
Yeah.
And didn't hear any others.
Nice.
We also heard him say a sneal soaring and heat seaters.
I was like back to back.
Yeah.
Dude, we called him out on both of them.
Exactly. Those are called spoonerisms.
Oh, stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming.
Oh, we heard Carl say they have to be drank. Of course, that was during the wrap-up hour, so I don't think that counts. We heard Tanner say that the Casey Anthony trial should have been a slam duck case. Now, if Freddie Jones was prosecuting it or Ronnie Lee, it might have been a slam duck.
Maybe Dominique Wilkins.
That could be. Was he a duck?
I don't know. No, actually not. He was a hawk.
Drew, okay, a slam hawk case, either one. Drew said that Drew, shut up. Drew said that the Minnesota Timberwolves forward Michael Beasley was ticketed for possessing marijuana and speeding in the Minneapolis suburb of Minnetonka.
Minnetonka?
It's Minnetonka, but I like Minnetonka.
I like Minnetonka, too.
The guy was carrying weed. I mean, come on.
It makes sense.
He then
Pun intended.
Yes, absolutely. I think it was a Freudian slip. And things that are just wrong.
The blue waffle, did you look?
Blue waffle.
I came to get you when we were showing people blue waffle and you weren't around. Did you see it?
No, I saw you coming on the stick cam and I hid under my desk.
Are you serious? You saw me walk? No, you have to look at it.
No,
Mandy,
I don't. Did I just not get done telling you that I have spent my time avoiding all things unpleasant?
It's not negative. It just sucks to look at. It's
sick.
Mandy, will you look at it?
I did. I'll look at it again. I was thinking I can handle this. You know, no big deal. Tanner's overreacting. I went on, logged on, and saw it. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I could just tell by the look on Tanner's
Everybody
face
around my
it was
desk
something
was
you
like,
don't want to see. Oh, that is just wrong.
God,
that is disgusting.
The
Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour needs to apologize to the International House of Pancakes and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment or disgust that it may have caused.
Oh, it wasn't that. Okay, it was terrible.
It's
I'm sorry.
awful. That's a really bad photo.
This is the segment of the show where our own resident crotchety old man picks out all of our mistakes.
Get off my lawn!
Go ahead, good sir.
The Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to Corey...
Not? N-A-U-G-H-T. It means nothing. It actually means nothing. It's in the dictionary.
We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Let's go to the hotline real quick before we got to take a break. Yes, sir.
Hey, it's Kronk.
What's up, buddy?
I was going to suggest apologizing to me because when Michael Fleming does that get off my lawn thing, he sounds like my grandma, and it freaks me out because she's been dead forever.
The Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to Kronk and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Is that better?
Yeah, I feel good.
All right. Thanks, Kronk.
Buster asked Marcus used to dunk peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in chicken noodle soup, and that's just wrong.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Don't knock it until you've tried it.
All right.
Moving on.
Do Tanner.
And people do it.
He said doo-doo.
God, Jesus. An airline crew found the stun gun in a seat back pocket while cleaning the plane after it landed at Newark Liberty International Airport around 10 p.m. That's the one you were talking about.
That's the one. And lastly, Marcus referred to Ashley as his boyfriend.
Did I really?
Yes.
Wow.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to Ashley and her attorney. We sincerely regret
She
this
doesn't have an
grievous error and
attorney
are
yet.
sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
She doesn't have an attorney yet. She's going to wait until I sign off half my stuff before she gets an attorney.
She's
going to
need one.
I called Ashley my boyfriend yesterday, apparently, and Michael Fleming's just been clinging to it ever since. So do you want to set it up or anything, or did I just do it?
Nah, just play it. Let's get it out of the way.
Drew and Amy don't look at Ashley as Marcus's boyfriend. They look at Ashley as another one of their friends. She's been around for that long. I contend that that's still a positive or a true statement.
Yes, we can't argue with that.
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming on the Dong Show wrap-up. Go ahead, good sir. We don't have very much time.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home for the 100th time today, then you knock back no less than 6 shots.
Okay. That's actually a lot compared to what we've been doing lately, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the 100th anniversary there.
Okay.
Okay, I only have one item today. Drew made reference to a 1950s episode of I Dream of Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie premiered in September of 1965.
So it was off by a good 15 years.
Yeah, there are no 1950s episodes. Marcus then inferred that Jeannie could wiggle her nose to perform magic, but that would be Samantha from Bewitched. Jeannie would fold her arms and blink.
Should have known that. Used to have a crush on Jeannie like you couldn't believe.
She was hot.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to Barbara Eden and Elizabeth Montgomery and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Damn you, Barbara, and your see-through sleeves and your baggy jeans, shirts, pants, everything that was baggy on her except for that midriff, man. That, I'm sorry. Maybe 1964 is when it premiered, but that is a 20th century midriff every step of the way.
Yeah, and you never saw her navel. They never displayed her navel. That was prohibited back then.
Which I would just love to see it though today. Not today, but I would love to see it back then today.
Have you seen her lately? She's nearly 70. She's still hot.
Well, to you. You're nearly 80, so
Google her. We heard Marcus misfire when presented with a golden opportunity to make a great joke. Tanner's mom said that Tanner's brain had lost weight, and Marcus said that he was skinny-minded. The punchline we were looking for was narrow-minded. Narrow-minded.
Now, there's a little bit of audio here. What's this about?
Oh, it was just a funny moment from that phone call with Tanner's mom, and it just tickled my fancy, so I sent it to you.
I am a good partier. No, you're not.
That's my brother! 13 and a badass!
Go over there.
Go over there.
How would he know? He's only 13.
He's a badass. A badass with Asperger.
You know.
Got no friends, but he could rip a computer in half.
It's a badass burger.
Badass burger.
Is it because we said it at the same time?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a great moment.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much what we do on this show, Fleming. It's great moment after great moment. Do you have one more for us?
No. We heard you say Tour de France and then Tour de France. Make up your mind.
Which one is it?
Whichever one you want.
So I can say France since I'm American, right?
Sure, why not?
I always see what happens to me. I watch ESPN and those guys all try to be all like Tour de France, and they won't even pronounce the C. And so I'll start because I watch them. I hear them say it like that all the time. I think that's the way I need to say it.
Yeah, and you hear people say like Hispanic names, and they try to put either a Hispanic or Mexican accent on it. I feel no obligation.
You have to be able to roll your R's to do that. We had a Rodrigo at the event the other night in Medford.
What I would do is ask Mr. Ooh La La how he wants you to pronounce it.
And then do the opposite.
Exactly. Drew said intrigue when he meant intrigue, put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. And I want to reiterate that Drew is in fact not an albino.
Did you see his hair?
I guess I wasn't looking that close.
Oh man, he looks like Mr. Appliance. He really does.
He looks like he went in and went, no, I don't need toner. Just throw in the bleach. I mean, it's bright.
It was shocking. It looks like he did something to it. But really, he looks like Mr. Appliance. Drew said that his safe would contain blue $100 bills from Monopoly. The 100s are beige, peach, or goldenrod.
You looked that up?
Well, no, I play Monopoly. Come on.
How often?
Not in years.
Okay.
I used to play it all the time. We can confirm that there were no bridesmaids fights or sex at Drew's wedding that we're aware of. It was alleged that Michael Fleming is in a jazz band.
Once again.
And he's not.
Amy, don't talk in the third person. You got to switch to one. You can't go 2 sentences in a row, third person.
No, I didn't want to change tense or form or whatever. I'm not in a jazz band. I go to blues jams.
Okay. Okay, if I told you I didn't have your Stuff We Messed Up music bed,
I'd be pissed.
Could you do it over some like music of my choice?
No, I'd rather have silence.
Really?
You always pick the douchiest crap.
It's not douchey. It's Mandy's favorite song. How about Tarzan Boy? I've got that.
Yeah, whatever.
Stuff We Messed Up with Michael Fleming. Go ahead, good sir.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 4 shots yesterday and 4 shots today. Well,
That's
they
not
seem
bad.
to have hit their stride. Yesterday, we started the show with computer glitches, 4 minutes of intermittent Foo Fighters and dead air, followed by Jimi Hendrix's Fire Laid Over the Ecstasy of Gold by Metallica. Didn't hear a word out of them for 4 minutes. I don't think they thought it was funny.
I didn't either yesterday, but today it's hilarious.
Drew referred to the Seahawks quarterback as Hasselback. His name is Hasselbeck. Tanner stated that Representative Gabrielle Giffords was shot in the face. She was shot in the head, but not in the face. The band involved in a 2003 night... Can you turn that crap down, please?
I love that song.
The band involved in the 2003 nightclub fire that killed 100 people was misidentified as Whitesnake, but a Throbbit set the record straight, correctly identifying the band as Great White.
Yes.
By the way, this is the Propeller Heads for anybody who cares.
Nobody
cares. Let's see here. We heard the coining of the phrase soup hole.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Shut your soup hole. And we heard Drew say Philadelphia yet again, but he saved the day when he said Plaxico, when a lot of people say
Plexico.
And I just can't stand that. While discussing the size of the girl that Tanner lost his virginity to and comparing them to the size of states such as Tennessee and Texas, Tanner said, "Can we talk continents?" Drew said, "Is she Russia?" And Tanner responded, "She's Hong Kong."
Also, that's a city. So
neither of those are continents.
No.
They tried to dance their way out of it later when somebody called them on it, but that's a bunch of crap.
Oh, wow.
Drew mangled the name of NFL cornerback Nnamdi Asomugha. We already heard that. Okay, Tanner asked where the name Hootie and the Blowfish come from. We could talk about that later because I have the inside scoop on that.
All right when we get done.
Drew wondered what Wheel of Fortune would be like if Vanna White was dyslexic and running all over flipping the wrong numbers. I believe he meant letters.
God,
Tanner
man,
said that
good.
Tanner said that Pat Sajak had to deal with vowels and constants.
Consonants, I believe.
Lastly, today we're finally up to today.
Finally, I'm already tired, and we just got to today.
Yeah, your story has grown tiresome. The boys floated the idea of a Mr. Rogers-like show with the idea that he's in the back room calling for you to change his bedpan. Fred Rogers is dead.
It's been dead.
Been dead for 8 years.
Moving on.
Marcus watched a movie from cover to cover.
No, it is a box set, and that's actually from cover to cover, and that, I think, could make sense because it came in like a book form.
You're scraping.
I am scraping, but that's why I said cover to covers because it is a box set. I don't know if you let me get away with a half point on that one.
Okay,
thanks.
We'll slide you there. It's your first day back.
Yeah, obviously.
D.B. Cooper. I want to straighten this out. Dan Cooper was the name of the man that jumped out of the airplane.
Now, Tanner brought this up off the air, and he said that he thought it was a typo, and I questioned if it was a typo or whether the person that put the name in the paper went first initial, middle initial, and then Cooper.
No, D.B. Cooper was a whole nother person. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but Dan Cooper was the name of the guy that took the money and jumped out of the plane. But they got it wrong on the first day. The press accidentally went with D.B. Cooper, and it was too late.
So that's why it stuck to D.B. Cooper.
Yeah.
Yep, it stuck for all these years. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Dan Cooper and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
You said you had the lowdown on...
I met the original Hootie. And I'm not talking about Darius Rucker. It was a flight attendant that I was driving to the airport, and he was telling the rest of his crew that in college he wore great big round glasses, and they thought he looked like an owl, and they called him Hootie. And his roommate was a guy with big puffy cheeks, and they called him the Blowfish. Now, Darius Rucker was going to the same college, and he knew these two guys. And when he formed his band, was looking for a band name, he knew Hootie and the Blowfish that lived a few dorm rooms down, and that's what they called their band, Hootie and the Blowfish.
This is the segment of the show where Michael Fleming tells us how stupid we are. Go for it.
You're so stupid.
And that's stuff we messed up.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 3 shots today. They were all Tanners. You used an amusing term, petabytes, which I thought belonged in the previous story.
No, actually, a petabyte, I believe, is... Well, Corey, you're good with computers. Do you know how big a petabyte is? It's got to be like so many terabytes, right?
I'm good with computers. I'm not good with, terms.
Oh, okay. So, no, he doesn't know either.
Anyway, don't bite children. Drew said that seeing a bear in your dreams meant that you should buy a truck. According to the dream...
Well, wait, is that true or false? You just state the fact and move on?
I'm explaining.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I interrupted you.
According to the Dream Moods Dictionary, the appearance of a bear in your dream symbolizes independence, death and renewal, resurrection, and calm stoic strength. If buying a truck brings you these things, then more power to you.
Now, you also have a really funny piece of audio here of Tanner mispronouncing a word.
This is lovely.
Take a listen.
There is a strange anomaly found at the bottom of the ocean. What did I say?
Anomaly?
Anomaly is what I meant.
Fleming just had an orgasm.
And that's true. You actually did, if I'm not mistaken, right, Fleming?
Well, go look in the traffic cave.
Okay, and what did he do in the second audio clip? Can you set this one up for me?
Yes, I heard this and thought, that's Porky Pig.
Take a listen.
Does kind of look like the what is it, the Millennium Falcon?
That's all, folks.
All right, well, that is all, folks, for stuff we messed up. Oh!
Now, yesterday, you coined a delicious term. It's one of the longer words I've heard made up on this show, which I am tracking.
This one's coming for you. I generalizationalized it a little bit, if that is
Wow, that's going to be in tomorrow's clips.
You
generalized it.
No, I wasn't thinking generalized. I was thinking generationalized.
Oh, okay, I'll take that.
Generationalized, yeah, because
You're still going to get it tomorrow.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll be 100% honest with you. I do not care.
Well, you're going to care even less when it's part of stuff we messed up.
Jesus. Is it really part of stuff we messed up?
Yes.
You went and did research, didn't you? You probably ran all the way to the coast.
There wasn't enough time to do all the research necessary on the number of gaffes on that story alone. In the 30-second period, I heard more wrong things. I will address maybe 1 or 2 of them. Just for the record, the new Carissa was not a pirate ship. Okay.
What was it?
It was an oil tanker, and there was danger of leakage. There actually was some leakage, and that thing sat on the beach not too far from Coos Bay for a long time.
Did it really?
Yeah, there was a massive effort to get that thing off of there, and yeah, I think the captain was drunk.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's what I heard. He was drunk and he beached her.
Okay, yeah. Now, we had 3 different things going on. We had that pirate ship up by whatever state park that guy just said. We had the new Carissa, and then we had the people blowing up the whale. Okay.
Yeah, I never heard about them blowing up that whale. I guess I was just asleep that day.
It was awesome, man. They loaded this beached whale with explosives, thinking, here's a good way to get rid of it. And they blew whale parts for hundreds and hundreds of yards and just absolutely showered everybody with blubber and blood.
Jesus.
It was awesome. Okay,
I wish I would have been there that day.
Lastly, Tanner stated that Western Oregon University barely exists. I believe that he may have meant Oregon State University. What's your father's name?
Lester. Or Les. He goes by Les, but his full name's Lester.
Lester Allen?
Yes.
That's my uncle's name.
That's weird.
Lester Allen.
We have something in common.
I think maybe you and I are related. And finally here, Drew bailed on a joke.
Did you just ask me that just to see if that was what the case was? Because I said my middle name was Allen and I had the same middle name.
Yeah, I put 2 and 2 together. I thought, wait a minute, I think his dad's name is Lester Allen.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so he could possibly be my uncle. Drew bailed on a joke involving Anne Hathaway's vagina. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Anne Hathaway's vagina and her attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. I should also point out that RatQ69 is calling PETA regarding the dead spider.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he said so in the chat room.
Well, here, let me make sure that he gets the point across, because you know what? I would really like to deliver my sentiment as far as the spider's concerned, because I didn't really get to talk about it. What's his name again?
The spider?
His name that's going to call
PETA. RatQ69.
RatQ69, here.
Oh, great.
Jeez.
Call PETA and tell him about those ones, too.
I wasn't entirely sure that spider was dead. I'm pretty sure now, because it's not just dead, it's flat. Drew told me to apologize for being born at the top of the show and not write down the word guillotine. I didn't do either of those things. I did write down guillotine, and I'm not apologizing for being born. Nanny, nanny, nanny. Tanner caught himself in a mixed metaphor today.
That sounds sexual.
Just to clarify, 800-pound gorilla is an expression for someone so powerful that they can act without regard for the wishes of others.
And the elephant in the room is the thing that can't not be talked about.
Yeah.
Double negative.
Double negative, but I know what you're saying. The phrase is rooted in the riddle, where does an 800-pound gorilla sleep? Anywhere he wants to. The metaphorical idiom that Tanner actually wanted was elephant in the parlor, referring to an obvious truth that is being ignored or goes unaddressed.
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming on the Donk Show Wrap-Up Hour. This is where Michael Fleming has our back and rights all the wrongs.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
No problem. Go ahead.
If you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 2 shots today. Kind of light. Marcus identified Eric Spoelstra as the coach of the Miami Heat. I believe that he is confusing the coach's last name with Olestra, a fat substitute shown to cause anal leakage.
Miami Heat coach Eric Spoelstra was at practice last week.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to make it clear that Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra has never been proven to cause anal leakage. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Eric Spoelstra and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Stuff we messed up on the Donk Show Wrap-Up Hour. This is where Michael Fleming has our back, dude.
Yeah.
And he tells us, dude, you guys didn't get that right, dude, but I got your back. It's not really anything like that, but go ahead, Michael Fleming.
Nothing like that. If you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 12 shots today.
Good God.
Yeah.
It was, no, and I got to stand up for the guy here. Tanner had a lot of them. I saw every time he had one, and it was because, like, most of them were in the poon bit. Mm-hmm. He said about probably 6 of them right there in the very first break.
What, do you think he was aware?
Yeah, I think he was, because he would kind of look at me a little bit. Sometimes he caught it, and other times he didn't. But I think that he was so caught up in what was going on with poon that he wasn't thinking about it.
There were only 2 that didn't belong to him. He had 10 just by himself. 1 was a caller, 1 was you, and 10 were Tanner. So there are some snockered throbbits right now laying around.
I want to know if you play this game, and please, dude, drink in moderation. Don't be stupid. Enjoy responsibly, whatever they say.
Yeah, normal size shots, okay?
But if there's ever a day that bad again and you've been playing the That's the Thing game, please do call. Please do call. I'll talk to you for an entire break. You know what? We will put Stuff we messed up on the back burner until the 3rd break if you call. We'll spend the entire 2nd break talking to that guy.
He'll sound like that Doug dude that keeps calling our Throbbit hotline, all toasty. We also heard a great usage of the word rotund. I love that word.
Yeah, and I got it right, didn't I?
Yeah,
so why
baby.
is it in Stuff we messed up?
It doesn't belong there. I just wanted to say rotund. It's a fun one to say. Okay, Stuff we messed up. Tanner said that my singing sounded like an angel that had been shot in the throat. Okay, I can't really argue with him.
I got to be honest with you, Michael Fleming. It's hard to pay attention to you when you're doing Stuff we messed up when Mandy has a pin cap shoved up her nose.
I didn't see that. Thursday, because I was gone a couple of days, we had 2 shots that day. We heard reference to Gerald Depardieu. It's Depardieu.
Okay. Well, none of us are French.
Mr.
So.
Ooh La La would probably have nailed that one.
Yeah, he more than likely would have. That's very true. But he wasn't in here on Friday, so there you go.
And neither were we, and I also didn't listen to the show because I was out of town. Okay, that brings us up to today. What a rich treasure trove of made-up words we had today. We heard San Bernardino. I was actually born in San Bernardino, which is one of the sluttiest cities, they're saying.
Not as slutty as Portland.
Apparently not. We heard deformation. We heard forkscrew.
So hang on, your defamation.
Yeah.
And forkscrew was a word that we purposely made up.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. We also heard fish punch. I liked fish punch. And then Rat Q.
Funch? Is that a funch?
It must be a funch. Rat Q69 in the chat room said fish slap, and I said, how about fish sticuffs?
Wow. Crickets?
Yeah. Then we heard improfessional and Stefanitely right.
Definitely, that was for Stephanie, who won the tickets earlier.
That was awesome. Did you have the...
yes, I do have your other...
We have some audio of Drew making a wee bit of a gaffe.
Trudging amongst the wood in San Francisco's something I wish I could do as well.
I don't know what that means.
I had no idea what that meant either.
Trudging amongst the wood, I believe. I don't think that his joke was really there, but I think the word he was looking for was trudging, not trudging.
I have to admire his spirit. He dove headfirst into the joke and then found that the pool was empty. The only factual gaffe was a very minor one. It was said that Rafael Nadal was involved in many breaking points.
Break points.
Break points,
Yeah.
I do believe is what he meant. And lastly, the person that was the president of the University of Miami and served 8 years as Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Shalala?
Yeah, was referred to as Donna Shalala or Shalala. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to Donna Shalala.
And the University of Miami, because you're not going to get to play football here in a couple
And
years.
her attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and the loss of your football season. Did you say muscularity?
I sure did.
And then you pointed it out.
Yep.
You meant masculinity, but those are two different things. You can have muscularity and be a chick.
So muscularity is an actual word.
I like it. I think we add it to the dictionary.
All right. See, that's the only reason that I corrected it is because I didn't think that muscularity was actually a word.
It is not, and you knew I would catch that and add
yeah.
it to the dictionary.
Absolutely.
Did you say Cheney?
What?
I think I did, yeah.
I think you did.
Is it Cheney?
And then, Drew said Cheney. It's spelled Cheney. And
Damn phonetic
I
spelling.
think he really ran things during the Bush administration. Shut up and do what I say, George. Okay, Tanner stated that, according to a Hollywood Chamber of Commerce official, quote, people who appear on reality TV shows are not eligible ever to get stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I pointed out that the original reality TV star, Ozzy Osbourne, has a star on the Hollywood Boulevard. I acknowledge that his star is for recording. Nonetheless, that qualifying condition was not included in the statement.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. But yeah, I definitely think they put Ozzy there long before Meet the Osbournes or whatever the hell it was called.
Yes, but that's not what was said. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to Ozzy Osbourne and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. Rapper Snoop Dogg was incorrectly identified as Calvin Broadcus. That would be Calvin Broadus. That brought us up to today, which is Tuesday. One Throbbit calling in on the Throbbit hotline does not know the difference between Idaho and Ohio. And a member of the 90s pop trio Wilson Phillips was incorrectly identified as Vagina Phillips. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to China Phillips and her attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
We do not have your audio today. I'm sorry. I've got 2 songs that I've picked. This is your first song. Ace of Base, okay?
I like that.
Here's the second one.
Oh, that's Flock of Seagulls, right?
Right.
Crazy haircut song.
What would you like? The Sign or Flock of Seagulls?
Well, I like The Sign.
You like The Sign?
Ace of Base, yeah.
Man, that surprises me.
I've got that one. Actually, I've got them both. On vinyl, no less. Are you surprised?
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming. Go ahead, good sir.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home...
Which is what?
Well, that's a game that we play. We knock back a shot every time somebody on the show says, that's the thing, here's the thing, or the thing is.
Gotcha.
Well, you knocked back no less than 5 shots today. Marcus referred to Princess Leia in a steel bikini when we all know that it was a gold bikini. But then he saved the day when he coined the phrase space grapes. I like that. The Jabba the Hutt was sitting around eating space grapes. We apologize to a lot of people here. And a few days ago, Tanner and Drew called me out for making apologies to random people that I know. I would point out that I have spared our legal department countless lawsuits by assuaging potential plaintiffs. Nonetheless, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Chad Haney and Andrew Tiedemann and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Thank you very much, Michael Fleming.
You said he ran roughshod.
Yeah, it surprises me that I got because you said I saw you write it down, but I wasn't paying attention because I didn't think that one was wrong, but you proved me wrong.
Well, and I knew that the phrase was from a horse shoeing, roughshod. If your horse is roughshod, then the farrier put in nails and didn't file them off and left them rough. So your horse is riding roughshod.
Ah, I see, with a D.
Yes.
All right.
That's the past tense of shoe, like shoed.
If I was a cowboy, I would have known that.
All right. Well, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Secretariat and her attorney. Or is it his attorney?
Yeah, Secretariat?
Secretariat?
I think it was a dude.
Must be, yeah. I think it's a... Oh, anyway, blah, 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 the rest of it.
We're sorry.
We just apologized to a horse. This is from today, and this was just, I don't know, I was amused when this happened, and it'll speak for itself.
Panties! Panties! Panties!
Panties. Panties. Panties.
6 pairs of panties.
Apologize.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Victoria's Secret and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. Poon stated that he is booked to play a gig September 31st at the Youth Center in Gold Hill. I believe that the Gold Hill Youth Center is playing a cruel prank on Poon, as September has only 30 days.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
He's booked to play September 31st. I listened back to the tape.
There is no 31st.
There is no 31st.
Oh, no. We're going to have to tell his manager about that.
Yeah, let's get on the horn to Tanner. We'll straighten this whole thing out. And lastly, we heard about a drunken elk stuck in a tree. Drew and Marcus both spotted that there are no elk in Sweden. Well, I looked it up, and yes, there are moose in Sweden. There are no elk in Sweden. So the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Bullwinkle and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. This must be one of them adult cartoons.
Did you practice that before you came in here?
No, that's one I've been doing for a long time.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to pull a rabbit out of my hat. Tanner fell asleep on a live ad bed. That was great. We heard the Sleep Country bed playing for about 15 seconds. The look on his face on Stickcam was priceless when he realized it was playing, and he jumped in there and saved the day and read actually a pretty good ad. We heard that Duck Sports will probably remain on the other end of the dial until Jerry Allen, quote, bites the bullet. I believe that the correct phrase would be bites the dust. To bite the bullet means to endure an unavoidable and unpleasant situation, like working at Cumulus. A lot of clapping today.
Yeah, I found the button and I like to push it.
That's what she said.
Thank you very much, good sir.
Marcus, if you were on the Titanic, I don't think I would want you to be the radio guy sending out the SOS.
Why?
Because he doesn't know how many dots and dashes to send out.
Oh, good God. I was the only one that even knew it was made up of dots and dashes in here. I took a chance.
Okay, so what would you have sent out?
1, 2, 3, so ... dash, ...
Your ship just sank and you don't get to share your wood with Rose.
Trust me, nobody wanted to share their wood with Rose.
Except Cal. No, it'll be ... dash, ... That's SOS.
So I said ... dash, ... so I was one dash off.
Yeah, well, the other ship would have just turned away. We heard the coining of the... Well, actually, we did not hear this. I saw it in the chat room. The coining of the phrase Sasquilingus. I'm just going to leave that right where it lays.
Wide open for interpretation. We cannot give you a definition.
Mandy might be into that. Drew,
yeah, she is.
Drew put the body count at the Great White Nightclub fire at 150. In fact, exactly 100 people died in that conflagration.
In that what?
Conflagration.
Okay.
I just had to drop that.
Yeah, I got you.
We heard Bono. It's Chaz Bono. Bono is the last name.
Well,
Sonny
if that boner Bono wouldn't have had his name the way it is, then nobody would be calling Bono, Bono, and Bono, Boner, because they're all boners.
I think you're exactly right. It's Bono from U2 that's muddied this situation.
Yeah, I'd like him to get hit by a Peterbilt.
We just heard, well, he had a... You know where that joke was going. I can't say it. I'm keeping us on the air. We heard a repeat of the word shim in relation to Chaz Bono. He's
okay.
It's a shim.
Makes sense.
And then we heard funker. Funker. Funker.
Right. It's a cross between... It's a fart
Fart
bunker.
bunker. It's a Gaddafi
It's a funker.
fart bunker. It's much like the Saddam spider hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably smells awful at this point. Who do you want to apologize to?
Chaz? How about you apologize to me for this?
Stuff we messed up.
I hate that. Oh my God, what are you doing?
He's like raising the roof opposite side. He's lowering the floor.
Yeah, he's lowering the floor.
I want the Throbbits to hear it so they'll hear, well, we are retiring. Let it go. No, let it go.
Stuff we messed up.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to retire that one. This bed, this thing with the vocal has just got to go.
Stuff we messed up.
It sounds like a stuttering fart.
No, it does.
I hate when that happens. There we go.
It's the OG, by the way. We dumped the one with lyrics.
Oh, thank God.
Wasn't working. Well, actually, that's the one that Carl put on my button wall here, so I have to fix that. But
Are you kidding me?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Why did he do that?
Because he hates you. I'm surprised you don't know by now.
Apparently.
Yeah, he really doesn't like you.
Well, we heard a reappearance of the word agreeance.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
I like that word. He drops that thing all the time. And we heard funker. Funker.
Which I think is probably one of, if not the best word made up all week.
And it was like a fun bunker full of...
No, it's a fart bunker.
Fart bunker full of porn?
Well, today's... I said the bunker full of porn is also a funker because of the way it's going to smell. The fart bunker is a funker because it's a fart in a bunker, so...
Smells funky.
Exactly.
All right. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Dano and Aaron of the Athearchists and the Athearchists and their dyslexic attorneys because they seemed to enjoy it so much last time we apologized. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
You guys like it when we apologize to you and stuff we messed up?
I love the apologies in general.
We'll just make them like a once-a-month thing where we make sure and apologize to the Athearchists.
Awesome.
Yeah, when we don't have anybody else to apologize to, you're the default now. This is 3 days worth.
Yeah, 3 days worth of That's the Things. I don't know if I want to listen
out
to
of
this.
context.
It's 40 seconds long.
Yeah, that's the thing. Was it Western porn or was it veil porn? And the thing is, the guy's base on his snowman isn't very mobile.
Get the hell out of here.
Get your own place.
Right. That's the thing. That's a little unbelievable. But the thing is I'm going to play all the clips for you now. So,
but I know there are gay people out there. The thing is, they have to not only be gay, they have to be single.
There was a revelation.
Ryan Dunn joke too soon.
No, it wasn't. That's the thing. This is a roast. Everything is on limits. That's the thing. See, that's the thing. People were calling us homophobes. Yeah, that's the thing. So why are people treating this like Tony Bennett should be, held on charges of treason?
Wow. That was a bunch in 3 days.
That was Tanner's idea, to record those and play them back out of context.
I like it.
Worked for me. I detected no errors.
Hang on. I'm sorry, Michael Fleming. I don't mean to interrupt you right in the middle of something like that. I know it makes you awful upset, but no, you get back in here.
Wow, did she just
Get back in here.
Mandy just ran out of the studio.
Did you see what she put on the camera? Were you watching the chat room?
Yeah, I caught. I was trying to skip past that and maybe
She threw up Steamboat Willie's picture up there with all of his extra appendages. Right on the chat room. Like, that gets us booted. We could lose our ability to broadcast on the chat room anymore because of something stupid like that.
We have 52 lurkers in the chat room right now.
That's 52 chances of it to be somebody that works for Stickcam.
Correct.
And that has happened to us before. Otherwise, we wouldn't be so anal about it.
Nobody saw it.
I saw it. It was the first I turned around and looked, and it's like, oh, swing fest.
I didn't
Looked like
see
somebody
it, but
was
I knew
picking
it was
bananas.
going on.
All I saw was a cabbage. It had a cabbage with carrots.
Oh, my.
It's going to be great when we all come back tomorrow fired. Sorry, we don't have very much time left, but you can go ahead and continue.
Well, that's great because look at this big, nice, clean, blank sheet of paper that I got here.
Was it because I was co-hosting today?
That must be it. Maybe it's because Drew is error-prone. Is that it? No.
I think he coaxes the airs out of Tanner.
The only thing I have here is the word drowned. Did you hear that in the first segment?
Of course I heard it. He wanted to bang my head off the window.
So I've got nothing. I think you mispronounced another word, and I just didn't write it down, and you dropped a consonant in there. But it's ticky-tack. There was nothing today.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
No audio, no mistakes, no that you pitched a shutout.
That's awesome. You know what that means?
What?
We're going home.
Tanner had to dump himself on Tuesday, and he just flat said it. He just went and big fat said it, and then dumped himself.
Was it an F-bomb or what?
It was an AH bomb.
Oh.
Yeah, he says, can I say, and then he dumped himself.
And the answer is yes.
Yeah, well, apparently not. Drew said, okay, I'm going to make a statement, and then we're not going to react. There'll be an awkward silence, and we'll go on to the next thing. Ready? Drew said that he wanted Seth MacFarlane to be forthcoming. There was some discussion as to the difference between sterile and sanitary. Sterile is free from live bacteria or other microorganisms. Sanitary is free from elements that endanger health. Hygienic. While fresh urine is sterile, it is not sanitary. It does contain compounds undesirable to the body and could be irritating to the skin and eyes.
Never mind, I'm not going to ask the question I had. Continue!
And lastly, on stuff we messed up, man, did I pull a boner yesterday, and how appropriate.
Really? Did you pull a boner?
I pulled a boner. It was a major boner, too. Now, here we are with transparency and how the show's put together. While I'm doing traffic, I'm listening to the show, and I'm pulling sound clips for our use here. But I forgot to close the file on one of the segments, and then I recorded a traffic report over that segment. So that file was just gone. It's vaporized, and I feel so bad about that. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour, specifically Michael Fleming, would like to apologize to Chad Tanner Haney and Drew Tiedemann and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Thank you very much.
Now we have a geographic error from Tanner.
Is she looking at a lawsuit now on the country of Italy?
She better own the Eiffel Tower once this is all done.
Followed shortly thereafter by Drew's correction that the Eiffel Tower was, in fact, not in Italy.
Yeah, Drew did catch that one. And lastly, this joke was just worth repeating.
What's the difference between meat and fish?
I don't know.
If you beat your fish, you'll kill it.
No. Thank you, sir.
I like that guy a lot.
The next cut is Drew's true feelings.
I really like boner, though.
Oh, my God.
Wait, hang on. I got to try something here real quick just to see if we can...
Oh, I know what you're going to
I really like boner, though. 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 I really like boner,
Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, it's not syncing up with the propeller heads. It was alleged that you were the demon spawn of the I-5 killer.
Yeah, Rodney Woodfield?
Yeah, Randall.
Randall Woodfield.
Randall Brent, Randy Woodfield. We did a little research, thanks to Marcus. We went to the wiki, and we found out he was in jail by 81. Marcus was born in 84.
No conjugal visits. And by the way, he got, like, life plus 165 years in California. Unfortunately, I don't think that the good people here at the good state of Oregon are going to get to stick him with a needle anytime soon.
Yeah, they could parole his ashes. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Mrs. Bridges and her attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. And it was said that Throbbits could thank sweet baby Jesus for the Donkey Show. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Jesus Christ and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Well, that's the first time that... Did you really... Now to stuff we messed up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 3 shots yesterday. All 3 of them were Tanner's mom.
Oh, yeah. We've got 35 seconds worth of audio on that. Do you want to play that?
Why not?
All right. Real quick, this is Fleming's cut-up of Tanner's mom's call the other day. It's
highlights.
It's really nonsensical.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mama?
Whatever.
The thing is, whatever. the thing is, not that I'm not saying that I, I mean, the doc, the thing is that, you, and whatever, that is so rude.
What? I got gas.
It's just rude. It's rude. You're making me sick now. All right, bye.
Okay, there were 19 in that.
No way.
I had fun cutting that one up. Okay, the past tense of receiving fellatio is not being filleted.
Filleted?
Filleted, yeah.
I think it's filleted.
Being filleted means having a bone removed.
Right.
And I'm not even going to go anywhere with that one. And lastly, I have no idea what that means. There was a caller today that dropped 4 of them in less than 1 minute.
Wow, that's a lot.
Well, here's the thing. I've been thinking about this for a while. Well, here's the thing. My numbers and everything are perfect. They're fine.
The thing is one of those it's like a propaganda. It's kind of like a reefer madness for cocaine.
Oh.
And that's not the thing. It's just 50 million, poof. All those royalties for all those years, poof. The thing that sucks, though, is if he was wiggling the plane, can't he just tell his boss he was cleaning his cockpit?
Wow.
What?
Cleaning his cockpit.
Yeah, as in the spot that you operate the plane from.
Oh!
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming. Go ahead, good sir.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing, then you knocked back no less than 6 shots. You just heard them today. 4 of them in less than 1 minute. I wonder how many people we killed. Okay, I was in the traffic cave listening to the show, and I hear a live ad bed fire. And it's playing for about 10, 15 seconds, and I realize, oh my God, they don't realize they have to read an ad. So I run in here. I said, you have a live ad bed running. And Tanner, like the professional he is, opens the mic and delivers a perfect ad for
Sleep Country.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you quizzing me?
Yes, I was just seeing if you were awake. Finally,
God.
It's Friday at 6:50. I'm hardly awake.
Okay. Now, Drew misidentified a song. He tried to come up with a Journey song, and he said, "Don't stop thinking about tomorrow."
I heard that. And isn't that like... Wait, I'm looking that one up.
Well, I don't have to. Yeah.
I don't either. It's Fleetwood Mac.
There you are. No, he wanted...
Fleetwood Whack, maybe.
He wants Don't Stop Believin', which is actually a song that my cover band, Riffle, is learning right now.
You better have somebody without testicles that's going to sing the thing.
Oh, yeah. We got Jennifer Brazil with us now. Blatant plug. Today, Tanner said he was editing his balls off and then mentioned the Rocky Mountain Oyster Eating Contest immediately thereafter. We just want to make it very clear that it would be like bull testicles that people are eating.
We got you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just to clarify, Australia is an island and Alaska is a state. There was some confusion there.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Australia is an island. Alaska is a state.
There was seriously confusion there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Dan Weldon had 2 children. We said 1. Mike Riley does not have a lifetime contract with the Beavers. He's signed up through 2019, so unless somebody kills him that year, it's not a lifetime contract. And lastly, Drew told us that he was yelling keyhole at Aaron Andrews. The surreptitious video was shot through a peephole. Very different.
That's right. He had turned the peephole backwards, hadn't he?
No, actually, there's technology where a normal peephole, if you look at a peephole, you can see an upside-down tiny image of what's in the room. There are ways to put a video camera up against that and use a computer program to extrapolate an image. That's what happened there. It was a peephole.
Now, Michael Fleming, I have a question to ask you real quick.
I have all the answers.
This piece of audio that you got me has like 2 minutes worth of a song at the end of it.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, it's the last item on Stuff We Messed Up.
So you want me to just play the front part of it first and then the second part of it last?
Yeah, it's trimmed real nice. You don't have to use the whole thing. I always edit things long so that you can go long if you have to.
All right, well, here we go.
We probably should have had that conversation before we opened the microphone.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. That's my bad.
Neither did I. Stuff We Messed Up.
Oh, God, I'm so glad that we don't have to play that one anymore.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Knock it off.
Yeah, you got to stop her, man. He's going to break one of her heels off. All right, quit.
I'm going to take you out at the knees.
Stuff We Messed Up with Michael Fleming on the Donk Show Wrap-Up Hour. Go ahead.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back no less than 2 shots today. We need a ruling on the first one. Does this count?
I can't believe you didn't throw up when you set in Corey's car, Drew.
Yeah, the thing must have gotten grosser since you've been in there.
No, because he's not referring to that as the thing. He's just saying the thing must have gotten more gross.
Yeah, it put up a flag in my brain. I hear the thing everywhere now. Everywhere. How
Isn't
about the
there a
second
movie coming out called The Thing right now, too?
Oh, wow.
We should put that's above it and market the crap out of it.
Do shots in the theater.
No.
Okay, we won't do
It looks
that.
like a terrible movie. Well, Kronk will do shots on a freeway, man.
He does look scary as hell, but like he's like the nicest.
That's the thing. Same with Krunk.
Oh, yeah.
Krunk is a huge, colossal beast, but he's the sweetest guy I've ever met.
Now that one counts.
Yeah, that one is in there. And,
You sweet, colossal beast.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Proud of that. I'll wear that. I'm a Svelte 317.
Stuff we messed up, brought to you by Dorks on Call. Has your hard drive gone soft? Try Dorks on Call. Okay, there really is no such place as Dorks on Call, but you know what? You could have your business advertised just the way I did right there.
Or better. We could do it better.
On Stuff We Messed Up every day.
I was just going to say, did you go on a sales call without me, you jerk?
I would never do that.
This was from the Throb Hotline today.
Hey, this message is from Mandy. How about you let me treat you like a snowstorm, 8 to 10 inches, won't be able to leave your house for a week.
This message has been deleted.
Mandy, you owe that guy something.
Yeah. You owe him something. What are you going to give him? Do you figure that one out yet?
No, I'm not going to give him anything.
Not going to give him a nice...
Snow job?
Snow shovel.
You can say that.
Yeah, you can.
It's right on the line.
Yep.
Okay, and then let's see. Well, the other piece of audio that I put together for you was... you guys had me believing that I had made a mistake. And I thought I felt a definite hand on my shoulder. And I turned around and there was nobody there. Up to that moment, I'd been thinking about my grandfather. So at the moment, I kind of thought my grandfather had just grabbed my shoulder. It was palpable.
It was palpable? You could taste it? You could taste the hand on your shoulder?
Yes. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Anyway, that's
I'm sorry. So
I'm going to add that to Stuff We Messed Up. You guys laughed at me.
Awesome.
You had me believing that I had the wrong definition. Palpable is capable of being touched or felt. And that's exactly what I meant.
Okay, easy. Okay.
So, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to me and my attorney. We regret this grievous error sincerely and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Really? Do we? I couldn't feel any regret in my bones for that one.
Yeah, I could tell you're not one bit sorry. Drew said it twice. He's mixing up statute and statue.
If there's a statute of limitations that's going to keep this man out of prison, then I demand that law be changed.
I mean, isn't there like a statute of limitations on that? Statute. What? Statute of limitations. It's not a statue. No, it's statue. Fine. It's a sculpture of limitations.
Michael Fleming always bringing the Seinfeld references to the table. I like that.
But I think that Indiana Jones might have a different take on what should happen there.
Oh, okay.
If there's a statute of limitations...
That belongs in a museum.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Michael Richards and Harrison Ford and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
I don't mean to be, the guy that goes against the grain here when I say I think it's a little bit weird that we apologize to Michael Richards, but I think it's a little bit weird that we apologize to Michael Richards.
Oh, he said the N-word. Is that a death sentence?
When you call somebody that, you try to call them out in a room full of people and you use it like 5, 6, 7 times without any type of restraint. Yeah, I think that is a death sentence. Have you seen him in anything recently?
No, he's laying low, and I completely condemn what he did. However, this is from before that and in a completely different context.
All right. Wrap up. Who's this?
What's up? Hey,
Hey, is Michael Fleming a terrible person for apologizing to Michael Richards?
Michael Fleming is Hitler.
No, not necessarily Hitler, but there's similarities.
Now, we didn't get the audio from yesterday, so I combined it with the audio from today, and here's all that's the things in context.
The thing that's frustrating is some of these analysts are coming at it from the angle of this is true.
Well,
And then
we'll
how
get
do
to
you guys
that.
smoke it?
Here's the thing: Drew would win that. I got spanked a lot, and the thing is they would. This is how they would do it.
She doesn't know how to pay full price.
That's the thing, though. She's blogging about coupons. When does she ever need to use coupons? Because the thing is that she was going to go to jail, and she said, "Well, we can't go to jail." Get off the. This is the thing about these people who hate America. They love us deep down inside.
Oh, so you guys
Here's the
already
thing. Look,
signed.
all you have to do, all you have to do is click like.
The guy has found a way to make a lot of money.
Well, the thing is-
doing what he does.
No shave November, no sex till December.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. That's part of the whole thing.
And real quickly, if you would like that in a condensed version.
The thing.
Here's the thing, and the thing is that's the thing, though. This is the thing. The thing is that here's the thing.
Well, the thing is, yeah. Well, here's the thing. That's part of the whole thing.
Now, that last one only counts as one. But we had an instance of Drew doing everything he could to avoid saying anything remotely like "that's the thing."
In the end, everybody wants the same
Yeah,
thing.
and that's kind of the going point right now. Everybody's trying to hold their ground.
Boy, he got around that as best he could.
He's backpedaling like a fawn on ice.
Wow.
Is that a Bambi reference?
I feel like the oldest man in the world right now.
You feel all Twitter-pated? We caught Drew saying that Stanford plays at Pablo Alto.
Pablo Alto, or what isn't it? Palo Alto.
Palo Alto, I think is right.
Alto.
Yeah.
Pablo Alto. Fleming's gonna have a field day with that.
Man, they were calling you out all day today.
He made some reference to Pablo Escobar, and I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said.
Let's see. You said the first time a male loses his virginity. I thought about that for a long time.
It's a little redundant, isn't it?
It is kind of. I remember the second time I lost mine. Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back nothing. You were completely stone cold
How
sober
is this
today.
happening? Thursday, Friday, and Monday, it's like they know about it.
Yeah, they do.
It's only taken them a year, but they figured it out.
Yeah, well, and I have the numbers to prove it. The average has dropped like a rock. They just don't say it anymore. There was a slight misunderstanding during the first segment.
And my grandpa, okay, he's got a coin collection. They're all from the year that he was born, 1932.
I bet there were something.
Yeah, and they're all going to Mount Angel Seminary.
All right, thanks for the call. We appreciate that.
His coins are going to the cemetery. It's like, yeah, nice collection.
Yeah. We're gonna bury him.
I'm sorry, Drew. His coins are actually going to the seminary.
Exactly. I was hoping that you would figure out what was wrong with that. By the way, Mount Angel Seminary main church tower features the largest free swinging bells on the West Coast. Bet you didn't know that.
Wow.
That's bells with an E. Let's see what else. Today also brought the return of the Statute of Limitations.
Still filing those charges.
Yeah, statute of limitations, buddy.
I mean, isn't there like a statute of limitations on that? Statute. What? Statute of limitations. It's not a statue. No, it's statue.
Every time.
It's a sculpture of limitations.
If there's a statute of limitations,
That belongs in a museum.
We set a record today. We knocked back no less than 19 shots today. Let's take a listen.
Well, here's the thing. Even if he didn't watch the interview, he knows what happened on that show. Almost 300 tons of trash. That's the thing. It's just, go ahead and write that down for your drinking game, Throbbits, if you play along whenever we say that's the thing. But,
that's a lot of trash.
Kind of sounds like Tanner was drinking during that one, actually. To tell the truth.
Backstabbed, the players in the back. Here's the thing, though. There you go. There's another drink.
Julio's
that's the thing.
Not going to be here.
Man, we're getting people. I'm getting people drunk today saying that's the thing a lot.
Yeah,
I'm getting people blacked out. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing.
You did one day without any That's the Things, and you only had one in the 2 days prior. That's
I
good.
listened to the wrap-up hour, and then I hear you guys say that's the thing a lot, and then it gets stuck into my head.
Yeah.
And then I come in here and I say that's the thing.
You mean you hear us replay you saying that's the thing?
No, you guys say it too when you don't realize it.
Or is he just being a punk?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, your carpet. See, the thing is with Joe is he wanted everyone to take their shoes off, but there was no point because you're just going to get your socks dirty.
It was awesome.
But it's very awesome. But the thing is the dog's name is Tyson, and he's scared of everything. So if you fart, it runs upstairs.
It's time for That's the Thing.
It's actually, it's not.
I know. I'm just trying to
here it
put
is.
one more booze on you.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the thing.
Oh, man. If you're sloppy drunk by now, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, especially if you play it again during our segment because you just did 19 more. Well, I've developed a sensitive ear to the word statue, and that's what the next clip has to do with.
Well, it has a disgusting statue.
That belongs in a museum.
That was the statue that's in the Occupy Eugene Park. Okay. And lastly, I just had to include this clip because it was so delicious.
You're on the air. Go ahead.
El Donkey Show está mucho bueno número uno radio programa en Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah, hey. The announcer from Telemundo. Oh, he hung up.
Man, that guy could have had a job here, but he just hung up on it.
Probably could have had my job,
And
actually.
call us back. Fill out an application.
Yeah, no joke.
Well, today we heard that the Occupy Portland protests, well, there's a discrepancy over what the number might be.
How many people were down there? I know that they had to make a move, but
You're talking like thousands.
Yeah,
hundreds of thousands. I mean, it's huge.
Hundreds of thousands?
I don't know about hundreds of thousands.
That would have made headlines nationally. Okay, we'll cut him a break.
that was Tanner's buddy Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Goes way back in the radio biz with Tanner.
He has a math problem. And we heard about a movie called The Muppets Make Manhattan.
Yes, Muppets Take Manhattan.
Oh, I thought it was a XXX DVD I had missed.
Can you set up the audio for us?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. The first clip is, it was my favorite moment of the show. This was how intelligent and locked and loaded some of the Throbbits are.
Donkey Show, you're on the air.
What's your guys' phone number?
Ah.
Look at your phone. Look directly down.
He called us
and
to ask us what the phone number was.
So the third clip.
The third clip is just a delicious. Drew comes right up to the line of FCC censorship.
So if you're going to blow towards somebody and you're going to, you're willing to stab them and fork them and do all kinds of different things. I mean, I heard they forked their brains out. The problem is, if you're going to start doing that, you're not trying to get ransom.
Forked. F-O-R-K-E-D. I just want to make that clear.
Spooning leads to forking. Wrap up. You're on the air.
You guys know the Donkey wrap-up show's on? Good joke, guys.
Take it easy, man.
Awesome. Well done. Well played.
Well, a lot of them, if they do that type of seasonal stuff, will make you be available.
Go ahead. Say your childish joke.
You said doo-doo.
That's stupid. This show sucks.
This was another funny that Drew made after the argument.
This was actually a true Freudian slip, too, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
Well, we actually sat it down in a line and pepper sprayed it repeatedly.
Did you say we sexually sat it down in a line?
We set it down.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like sexually. I thought you were molesting the thing for a second, too.
I have the mustache for it.
I was glad you caught it, but even if you hadn't, you would have heard it here because I heard it.
I'm glad he said something because I'm like, Marcus, please say something.
Couldn't let that go by. The fourth clip, I was just messing around the studio. This is the That's the Thing car alarm.
That's a thing. 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 That's a thing.
Wow.
And the next one isn't an error. It's just my favorite moment from the show today.
If this were The View, we would all be talking to you at the same time, by the way.
I
don't really agree with
the words you just said.
I think that maybe they should go some draft down there.
Donkey Show, you're on the air.
That was perfect.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Very nice. I'm going to just let this speak for itself.
And go ahead and do your apology now because we're going to go ahead and let this be the last thing that they hear from us before we go on
all
vacation.
Right. Well, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to all the Throbbits for what you're about to hear and your lawyers. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may cause.
Happy Thanksgiving.
So I'm going to stuff the turkey tonight with her, and then I'll see you tomorrow.
No, that's not the way it's going to go down. You got to come tonight.
Well, I'm going to.
Oh, yeah.
On the freeway? On the freeway? Zing! Zing! I think you got zing-botted.
Oh, God. Okay,
Happy Thanksgiving, Mom. I love you.
I know, but come tonight.
I can't use that joke twice.
Planning on it.
All right, well, come tonight at my house.
Oh!
there's no D in ornaments.
There's no D in ornaments. And he said he can only decorate his tree halfway up. I think he means halfway down.
What I say?
You said halfway up.
No, but ornaments?
Ornaments.
Ornaments.
Yeah.
Ornaments.
You have the same thing with me. What was the word that I say all the time? Ancient. Where there's
ancient.
there's a little clip in there that makes you sound like you're saying a D. In
ornaments.
Ornaments
with an N. Yeah.
I order mints for
and
Christmas.
We'll serve them to you. And I had the same thing. My cats would totally de-decorate my tree all the way up to about 3 feet. Okay, we heard.
That's not a word.
We heard drunk neck, which is a drunk redneck. And then we found out that you have a stretched scrotum, which is referred to as a National Geographic bag.
It's because some guy was swinging on it.
I hate when that happens.
We have a couple other fun clips that we will leave you with tonight.
Oh, wow.
And I'm playing them. Here,
right.
You know what? I'm even going to take the bed
It's been
down.
nice working with you, Marcus.
Hey.
You have vaginas under your arms. Oh, stop. Now she's licking it. Her armpit. Eating, Mandy. Well, you know what? This is what you get for sending me those photos while I was eating, Mandy. Eating, Mandy.
You're listening to the Donkey Show Wrap-Up.
There was a local homeless guy named Zeus, and he was in the Sacred Heart ER with several Barbie doll heads, and I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Yeah, you know where they were.
Yes.
Is that headlining stuff we messed up today?
Oh! You just went all Fleming on the next clip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God damn it. And I guess, you look at it from kind of a traditional standpoint that the best sense of, what is it? I just lost it. The highest form of flattery is intimidation. Imitation.
You got it. There was only one shot today, and it was from somebody who was completely unaware of the game.
Could you possibly say that on the mic?
The thing is I may not get to it anymore.
Oh, because he might not be back next year.
He might not be back.
That was Don Essig dropping a "That's the thing." I lit up when I heard him say that because it was the only one of the day. Let's see. The number of sides on a Dungeons and Dragons die. Excuse me. Yam said it was 26. Tanner said it was 26. Drew said it's 26 or 27. It's 12. And I'm ashamed that I know that.
You should be.
Maracas were misidentified as La Cucarachas. La Cucarachas are cockroaches! The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to
cockroaches everywhere.
Yes, and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Thank you very much, Michael Fleming.
Who's that cartoon mouse, the fast one? Speedy Gonzalez. That's who I actually wanted to apologize to.
But you couldn't remember his name, huh?
Good. I was going to say Pepe Le Pew, but he was standing here doing the movie review during the last segment. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Mr. Ooh La La.
Mr. Ooh La La. Yes, it was.
He just got pronounced with cancer.
Right.
And now this?
That was one that you sicked me on.
Because I don't think you pronounce somebody with cancer.
You can pronounce them dead.
Yeah, or you can pronounce them alive, but I don't think you pronounce cancer.
Get diagnosed.
Speaking of pronouncing, we have one from you.
Yeah, I know. I totally ate my tongue.
Do you know what you said today?
She's just like, put the ornaments.
Yeah, moms are really...
That was an effect of a stuffy nose, but yeah, I heard it.
You knew you said it.
I knew I said it immediately. I almost said something about it, but I had to keep going because my joke was not funny, and so I had to finish it.
I was thinking that maybe Tanner was a bad influence on you. Okay, well, there was some confusion as to the relative size of England.
We have 50 states. Each one of them are bigger than England.
Yeah, Philadelphia is bigger than England. And you're going, and another police chase in America. Yeah, we know, all right?
Same population-wise, because Fleming will be like, the square footage of Philadelphia does not compare with the...
Whatever.
Now, Drew stated that the 50 states are larger than England. Only 31 of them actually are. Tanner said that Philadelphia is larger than England. Philadelphia is 142 square miles. England is 50,000 square miles.
But they were just talking population.
350 times larger. Now, then Drew, who claims to be of English descent, tried to mitigate the damage by saying that they were talking about population. Well, Philly has 1.5 million people. All 50 states have less than 40 million people, and England has 50 million people. The Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to England and their barristers. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. We heard some confusion over what Kona would receive from his wife for his 40th birthday today. I believe that they may have been talking about two different things.
You gonna get a little anal, maybe?
And a carrot cake.
Maybe you get some backside play?
Yeah, with cream cheese frosting.
Kona, I don't want to be at your house tonight. And a shopping tip from Drew.
I'm right in the butt aisle. I'm right in the butt aisle. I'm right in the butt aisle. I'm right in the butt aisle.
Clean up on aisle number 2.
Stuff we messed up with Michael Axel Fleming. Go ahead, good sir.
Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back 0 shots. This is the 3rd day in a row. I wonder if this game's done. They're just not saying it anymore.
I don't think it's done. They'll get back to it. Don't worry. They're about to go on vacation.
Yeah, well, there'll be definitely a dry spell then. We heard 5-gallon barrel. I think that would be a bucket, not a barrel.
Okay.
We heard the word figure piece. We heard ornament and legitimate. Those are my 2 favorite mints.
You also heard another mint that you didn't catch today.
What was that?
Regiment.
Regiment?
You didn't hear that?
No.
You didn't hear regiment when we were talking with Barbara Walters.
I hope that Wrigley's is listening. They've got some gum to put out. We heard derelict.
Yeah.
Don't lick Daryl. We heard the sculpture in the park where Occupy Eugene is located, referred to as a statue. A statue is a sculptural representation of a person, animal, or mythical being. A statue is a sculpture, but a sculpture isn't necessarily a statue.
You think about that stupid, disgusting red statue that's sitting right there in that park.
Oh, I bet that thing is tagged up and just destroyed by now.
It's not a statue. No, it's a statue.
That belongs in a museum.
We got to go. What's this last piece of audio you got?
Is that something we shouldn't play? Oh,
No,
no, I'm
you
sorry.
told me I had to.
Yeah, this was something you said today that I thought was really cute.
Damn it.
He's been bedding a bevy of women, bedding a bevy of babe that he had already bedded that beauty.
Okay, that's mad cut together, right? That wasn't it. Betting a bevy of babes. It was Derek Jeter, and that's just a sweet alliteration.
Well, that's what he does.
Yeah, it is what he does. Stuff we messed up, Michael Fleming?
I believe so.
Okay. Kronk's got your bed today.
Yeah, thanks a lot. As I turn on the pot right next to the thing that I wanted to play. Oh, my goodness, and that was the wrong thing.
Yeah,
anyway.
where's your bed at?
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there, I think. Okay, let's try this.
That's the PC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The one right next to it. There you go. Yeah!
Okay, we just burned like a minute trying to find this.
All right, it's on there 2 more times.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's see if I can just get through this before it runs out. Well, if you were playing... now that I say that, I hope this is potted up, too. If you were playing That's the Thing at home, then you knocked back a single shot today. Let's see if I can actually make that happen. Okay, hold on here.
But here's the thing. The people with the Occupy Eugene movement say it's a homeless camp when it helps them out, but they say it's not a homeless camp when
they want to have a political message.
Right.
That was the only one we had today. Let's see here. The question arose as to who was the last sitting president not to win re-election, and it was said to be George Bush Sr.
George H.W.
Indeed, Reagan's Veep did not win a second term as president, but it is erroneous to refer to George Herbert Walker Bush as senior. His son, George Walker Bush, indisputably the worst president ever, bears a different name, therefore they are not properly referred to as junior and senior. We need to discuss this game, this drinking game called That's the Thing. We're entering a dry spell. I'm sorry, we're smack dab in the middle of a dry spell. Nobody's saying it anymore.
You should rephrase that.
So
when was your last dry spell?
We're going to have to loosen the rules on this game. Let's have a ruling on the first That's the Thing.
And then they come in, and then you can't move. The thing that sucks because I
can't move the car until
I've
the
been
thing's on.
booted a few times.
Have you really?
Oh, yeah.
He said it, didn't he?
He said, the thing that sucks.
Oh.
Now, you know what? If I had a beer in my hand and I was playing the game, I'd go ahead and take one.
Yeah, because we're not necessarily trying to keep you sober.
Yeah. And like I said, we're in a drought. Nobody's saying it anymore.
And it's the same context, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe your rules should be a little loose morally like you and Mandy both are.
Oh, wow. Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, you're stone cold sober again. This game is over.
Well, we need to find out what game Kronk was playing today because it obviously worked.
Yeah,
we're playing the game of the.
Yeah, that would work. You'd actually get a shot down your throat. Did I just say that?
Oh my God!
That's sick.
Sick.
Okay, let's move on. We heard a bit of a misspeak here, I think, the third clip.
A buddy of mine saw a little gardener snake running across the ground, and he chased after it and picked it up and was chasing everybody with it. It freaked me out.
With a gardener snake?
It looked like a little gardener snake.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
I don't like snakes at all.
So the term, I believe, is garter, as in the thing that a woman would wear around her thigh at a wedding or a dance.
Yes, I was surprised that they would both make the same error and neither catch it.
Yeah, surprising.
I actually got a call from Lunchbox on my phone pointing that one out.
Well, I mean, the Throbbits are loyal, man. They stick by us. They want us to be right and not sound like retards.
The only other piece of audio I have was my favorite moment from the show today. I don't think you've heard the whole thing.
One guy saying that I'm stalking him, but he's the same guy that has sent countless letters to my coworkers, to my employers, to the media, to The Daily Show, to the Colbert Report, trying to get me to resign or to step down. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's surprising to me that he thinks you're stalking him because by my standards, you guys are dating.
I laughed so hard when you said that. I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be, sounds more like you're stalking him or he's stalking you. But when you said dating, it's like, yeah, that's about right.
Well, I mean, I hate to tell you, but in my book, if I put that much time into drumming somebody's Facebook wall and calling their employers, I want dinner.
Yeah, that's obsession.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you have some more audio here, too, right?
Yeah, the first one was one that Corey texted me and wanted me to isolate.
Dick is done.
That's exactly how I feel.
Dick is done.
And what was this next one?
And done quite often. Carl, there was one that Tanner wanted me to isolate, and here it is.
Even though we've studied it for over...
So you're starting to sound like Dick Clark now.
I'm getting my dick on.
Save that clip, Fleming. Isolate that clip, please. Fantastic.
I'll take that all year.
That's a round of applause for that one, man. So you're starting to sound like Dick Clark now.
I'm getting my dick on.
He'll take that all year.
That was a home run, I think. I recycled the joke later. Got nothing out of it. Nothing.
Go ahead and play the next one.
My mom, she's like, so is that Throbacona going to help you move? I might come down for that. I'm like, Mom, he can't help me. He's got a wife and kids, by the way, Ma. Well, so does she, and apparently that doesn't stop her.
We'd like to make it clear that Tanner's mom does not have a wife and kids. And on this next clip, I need to know, do you hear what I hear, or is this a case of elephants in the clouds?
Ring-a-ding-dong, ring-a-ding-dong, like a ding-a-ding-dong.
Did he say what I think he said?
Like a ding.
Hey.
I will come over there and knock you off your stool. Yeah, elephant in the room in the clouds or whatever you said.
Yeah, we don't know what he said. When they were saying, they said no orifices, and Tanner said we cannot keyfer the key. I think he meant keister. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to former Kia Kiefer Princess Mandy Beamer and her attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. George Harrison once said, there will be no Beatles reunion so long as John Lennon remains dead. There was some talk of a Pink Floyd reunion. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Rick Wright and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Okay, so you're going to explain that?
Rick Wright was the keyboardist for Pink Floyd. There will be no Pink Floyd reunion. You can get the other three guys together if you want.
Okay, all right. And what's this last chunk of audio you've got here?
By the way, Sid Barrett's dead, too.
Never mind. I've got one. Actually, right before we go here, I'll just get out of here on Drew making a pretty famous comedian laugh here with the joke. This is from the interview with Gabriel Iglesias, who will be at the Holt Center on Thursday night. Listen to the Donkey Show to win your tickets, Throbbits. This has been the wrap-up. We are getting the hell out of here. Have a good one.
You were over 400?
Yeah, I was. I maxed out at about 437.
You were almost your own venue.
You know?
Did you, and I don't mean to be mean, but when you...
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming in a blur, please.
If you were playing That's the Thing at home, you didn't knock back anything today, except Marcus just said when we all drank when he did it.
Hey!
We heard schmear turned into a verb. I'd never heard it used as a verb before. Schmear the arteries. And we heard somebody say Stanford Cardinals.
No, it's Cardinal. It's a color.
And then we got a cute sound clip. Go ahead.
Ambidextrous people, when they write with their left hand, it's eligible.
All right. It's ambidextrous. You said ambidextrous.
Okay,
you said everybody said ambidextrous. Today.
I'll put a B in there.
No, it's ambidextrous. There's no I.
There's no E.
Ambidextrous.
But the egregious one was you said that handwriting was eligible. It's illegible.
Oh, whatever, man.
Whatever.
You made it sound like it was okay for it to run for office.
Whatever.
Exactly. What's the second one? I don't
Here's the
remember.
second sound clip.
It's on every computer,
That's
right?
on Nancy Grace's computer.
What, Marcus?
I think Mark has been having something to drink.
I
there.
said pewter a couple times. It's what I used to call my my pewter.
That's all we got today. Oh, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to Jason Kronk and his attorney.
Yeah.
Just because I never have before. We sincerely regret this grievous error. Sorry for any harm.
That's very nice of you, even though he was supposed to give me an apology yesterday, so I'm still waiting for mine on Monday.
Tough nuggets.
Yeah, moose knuckle.
Anyway, you had a miscue in the last. I barely got this done in time.
Your Donkey Show headlines for January 11th, when the home of a California man was excuse me.
Well, you want to try it again?
Yeah, can we please?
Holy mac. Fleming, you want to grab that?
What the hell happened there?
That was Marcus's Serene Branson moment. Tanner referred to an SUV actress as Marissa Blockenharkenheimer.
It's Marissa Hargitay.
Yes. He referred to Tommy Okay, we'll do that one tomorrow. He also referred to Tommy Two-Tone as though that were one person. Tommy Two-Tone is a band. If you don't believe me, call Jenny, 867-5309.
Zing!
Zing! By the way, which one's pink? I misidentified the state that disgraced Senator Larry Craig hails from as Minnesota. Senator Craig is from Idaho. He tried to hook up in a men's room in an airport in Minnesota. And lastly, Marcus repeatedly mispronounced the registered trademark word realtor as realtor. That, incidentally, is one of my girlfriend Linda's pet peeves. She used to be a realtor. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to my girlfriend Linda and her attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
So far, I'm still waiting for my apology. You gave one to Kronk. You've given one to your girlfriend now. Who else gets to step in front of the host of the show?
I have apologized to you at least 5 times.
Yeah, and I would say that we're about halfway full on our quota for the year.
If I was sorry, I might apologize.
Well, I'm not sorry. Did you say she used to be a realtor?
Yeah.
Well, then why is it still a pet peeve if she's not one anymore?
Well,
I used to be a sandwich artist. I don't get mad when people walk into Subway and go, "Hey, make me a sandwich, dude." Got behind the counter guy.
I don't like it when people say athlete, and it's been a while since I've been one of those.
Well, that's just a straight up. Okay, so there's realtor, which is like you said, trademark, and then the word realtor is that actually not? That's not anything.
It's not realtor. It's realtor.
Okay,
that's just how it's pronounced.
It
Okay.
is true.
No, I'm not questioning. I asked the question because I figured you knew more than me. I'm not here to tell you you're wrong. I'm just here to tell you that your girlfriend, she shouldn't be sensitive if she's not doing the thing anymore.
And you know what? Actually, I don't know if she was actually a realtor. She was a real estate agent.
So is it a pet peeve or not, or did you just lie to the Roberts?
It is a pet peeve. You don't have to be one. Like I said, I'm not an athlete.
No, I know.
I don't like it when people say athlete.
But don't you think you could spend your time worrying about things that are a little bit more relevant?
It's not like we sit around and contemplate these things 24 hours a day.
I'm just wondering why the audio of you messing up isn't in with the audio of me messing up. You said you didn't have time to get it. That happened in the last segment, the last minutes of the program. You messed up at 4:00. That was intentional.
Busted! I make these decisions. That's why it's not there.
I know. But we're going to have
besides, yours was funny. Mine wasn't.
We're going to have to supervise you before too long. I'm going to put Corey in there to supervise and make sure you're grabbing all the right stuff.
I just said Minnesota. That wasn't funny. Drew stated that Trent Richardson won the DOAC Award. I believe he meant the Doak Walker Award for...
Drew said that? That just scared a burp out of me. I can't believe that.
Drew said that. It's the Doak Walker Award for Outstanding Running Back. He had one other gaffe. Actually, this is a kind of a double here.
Al Horford will miss 3 months. That Horford tore his left pectoral muscle.
So there's a cow that did what?
Tore his pectoral.
What's a pectoral?
It's something that's pictures of naked girls in Penthouse, I think.
I think that's pictorial.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Oh,
okay.
So pectoral must be the muscle.
Pectoral, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping me abreast of that.
Dumb in here for a minute.
And then you demanded that, okay, yesterday I made stuff we messed up, and I didn't capture the audio, and you were all upset because I captured your audio. So here's your stinking audio. Minnesota. Are you happy now?
I want to hear the whole thing.
You want to hear the whole
Now,
thing?
don't try to get out of this without having yourself exposed for not knowing what political party member was whacking his foot underneath the door and trying to get laid in a men's bathroom.
And that's what happened. It was a senator from Idaho, and he was in an airport in Minnesota, and he was trying to hook up.
After the show, I go number 2. Every day after the
And
show.
Michael
2
Fleming
taps.
comes and sits on your lap.
Well, it's actually just 2 taps with the right foot, and Michael crawls
What
under.
are you, a
Yeah.
senator from Minnesota? So that was my gaffe.
Thank you.
And I messed that one up. And finally, Nancy Grace called Joran Vandersloot a hulking Dutchman. He was briefly referred to on the program as the Flying Dutchman.
Arr.
University of Oregon football fans should know that the Flying Dutchman was Hall of Fame quarterback Norm Van Brocklin. He led the Ducks to the Cotton Bowl in 1949. He was a Heisman Trophy candidate. Incidentally, the winner that year was Doak Walker.
Wow.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Norm Van Brocklin and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Michael Fleming, are you ready to get to stuff we messed up?
I believe that I am.
Let's do it. Local. Local. You got to turn the local pod up that it's on. Nope, it's there you go. It's actually 3. You see the number on the left hand? There you go.
Hey, isn't that going to start being sponsored on Monday, too?
Not at this rate. All right. Well, if you were playing That's the Thing, let's reset That's the Thing. Let's reset the levels on this thing.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm running the board, people?
Okay, That's the Thing is a fun game we like to play. If Tanner, Drew, or myself, or anybody else on the Donkey Show happens to say that's the thing, here's the thing. The thing is, we like to make the Throbbits take a shot for it. Well, we don't make them. It's not like we come to your house and shake you down. But if you'd like to play the party game, we could send Kronk over and he could touch your thigh.
We will check and see if you did or not.
Yeah, so one thing before we get into playing audio, I'm going to tell you to turn your PC back up because you pulled it down for some weird reason. There you go. No.
I'm going to put this station off the air before this is over.
Stuff we messed up with Michael Fleming.
All right. Well, as for That's the Thing, Throbbit Cougar texted me and said, you dropped one on Wednesday that you didn't play, and so here that is.
Well, you asked.
It matters between 6 and 7 with the wrap-up show. In here, I could care less.
Well, that was the thing. I wasn't going to offer the opinion, but you asked me point blank.
I did ask you.
Twice in 1 week, we caught Michael Fleming. It's amazing.
I completely missed that one. I went back and listened. Big as day, there it was.
We also heard Drew said something that I don't think you'll hear anywhere else.
The Houston Texans and Baltimore Colts went at it.
I think Drew has a time machine.
If you were listening to Walter Cronkite, you might hear a little bit more about the Colts, but...
Yeah, those two teams have never met, nor will they ever meet. And then, let's see here, we had another misspeak.
Bitching about your $20 after the show
And
ends.
I don't welch on a belt. It just takes me a while to
welch on a belt.
Welch on a bet.
You have popped a notch before.
I don't belch on a wet.
Now, I have access to an editing machine, and I made it sound like this.
Welch on a belt. Welch on a bet.
Belch on a wet.
Welch on a belt. Welch on a bet.
Belch on a wet.
Welch on a belt. Welch on a bet.
Belch on a wet.
You guys are dyslexic.
Lysdexic is how it's pronounced.
And then finally, Marcus has a most unusual pronunciation of a word I did not understand.
I hate you. The 27-year-old underwent reconstructive surgery that left his penis an inch and a half shorter than before the accident.
Huh?
What's wrong with
Would
that
you
word?
Would you like to buy a vowel?
Yeah, I would. I would like to buy a long vowel.
Tanner and Drew were attempting to pronounce the names of several UN secretaries.
Butos, Brutos, Gali, Dag, Hammer, Scold, Butos, Gahali.
Boutros, Gali.
Butos.
Boutros.
Dag, Hammers, Skajold.
I don't know how to say that one.
So let me get this straight. None of us can pronounce the correct answer.
The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Boutros Gali, and Dag Hammersjold and their attorneys. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused.
Dag Hammershold?
Dag Hammersjold. He was UN Secretary General back in the early mid-'60s.
Oh, well, slap me on the ass and call me Dag.
Dag shows up in crossword puddles all the time.
Puddles?
Yes. There was a joke that flew by so fast yesterday, and there was so long between the setup and the actual joke, I just wanted to replay it here.
And the funny part about this joke is that everybody in the studio got it. Like, we all heard it and laughed. But since there's nobody else to bounce that off of, you don't know if the Throbbits heard it or not, and it was so quiet after that.
Yeah, the setup to it, the line that inspired it was like 3 minutes before he was able to get through on the phone and say the joke. Doesn't everyone on the face of the earth know that the captain is the last guy off the ship, and it's his responsibility to make sure that everybody gets off?
The hotline, who's this?
Gentlemen, good morning.
How you doing, Kona?
I'm the captain of this love boat, and at the end of this whole deal, I'm going to make sure everybody gets off.
Well played, Kona. Marcus stated that his Xbox is broken.
No,
it is not.
That was... see, I didn't state that. That's mischaracterization of what I said, Michael Fleming.
Liar!
I said that my games had all been stolen.
Okay.
Could somebody please send me some?
Prize pig.
Liar!
Tanner said tugboat when he meant to say lifeboat at one point. Big deal. And you guys kept calling that necklace the heart of the sea. It was the heart of the ocean.
That's what I said at first, and then he corrected me with heart of the sea. I was right.
Damn it!
Liar!
Liar!
What else? Oh, we had...
Mandy's looking at us so confused because we're just yelling.
Mind your volume.
I have no idea what
We
I'm
don't
doing
have
at
a
this
we
point.
have to take a shot rule if we break eardrums, so we can yell as much as we want.
Absolutely. And then there's just a piece of audio that I thought was cute.
What if the cat took a dump in the sump?
A dump in the sump. Dump in the sump. Dump in the sump. Dump in the sump. Dump in the sump.
I'm glad that you can make Corey laugh.
I'm 3, by the way.
What was the name of Tanner's cat?
Dexter.
Yeah, the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Dexter and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. No, the next thing that we heard is a joke that I've dropped a number of times intentionally. Gary the retard dropped it by mistake and...
Got it right.
Yes.
The feedback on his hearing aid is really loud.
I turned it down, though.
Yeah. So you can't hear what I'm saying now?
Huh?
Can you hear?
That was wonderful.
yeah.
You made me go back and research one that Drew said that actually had escaped my notes and I had forgotten about, but we went back and dug it up. Ironically, listen to the first words of this clip.
You know, everybody makes mistakes. You look back to the beginning of the Ducks game, Ducks season against LSU, which could have swung everything for us.
We're going to have to throw a penalty flag on that one?
Yeah, swang. Now, you can use the word swang. It is actually a word, but you completely effed it up if you used it that way.
It could have swang. I don't think
Swung.
that's... Yeah,
Wouldn't it
isn't
be?
it?
Yeah,
Is it?
it's definitely. It's okay. So swang is the simple past tense, which means I swang with you.
You did?
We swung together.
God, I do not remember that.
Gross.
Lastly, we had the blues names for Tanner and Drew. Sticky Money Rivers and Fat Legs Franklin.
Did they do one for you?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I've got a blues name. I'm an old blues guy.
You're Axel.
I'm Axel. I go to the blues jams all the time. You can catch me. In fact,
Is that a blues name?
Axel.
Doesn't sound like one.
No, that was my traffic name. I used to be Axel High Center.
Oh yeah, that's right.
FMs.
That's right.
And in fact, when we're out of here in about 2 minutes, I'm going to head down to Quackers to the Blues Jam and play drums. You want to come watch me play drums? That's where you can do it. So Sticky Money Rivers and Fat Legs Franklin, the Donkey Show and the Donkey Show Wrap-Up Hour would like to apologize to Blind Lemon Jefferson and his attorney. I believe that's where this game springs from. There's a blues guy who's actually named Blind Lemon Jefferson.
Nice.
We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. Stuff We Messed Up, brought to you by High Tide Smoke Shop with locations in Albany and Salem. Well, if you were playing That's the Thing at home, you are plastered. If you count all of these, we've got about 13. Just blow through them.
That's the thing. He's smart, but I don't want him to focus on things that he's not good at, like an American Idol contestant. The thing is American radio is very successful in Sydney.
Yes, I've got a thing for
You won 14
gambling.
million?
No, I've got a thing for gambling on sports, though. Till you get caught being an idiot.
But the thing is, I think it all happened so fast that you don't want to be in that ship, looting or not.
The weird thing is, the good thing is...
Comedy, I don't think, is his thing. I don't think stand-up comedy is his thing.
He thinks singing's his thing.
It's not.
Stand-up's his thing.
It's not. I don't think stand-up comedy is his thing. It's not your thing.
Wow. So if you were just playing The Thing, You're wasted.
Not only that, but there's some people who play it twice. They play it during the show, and then they play it again while we're replaying the play-in.
Are you serious?
And they just passed out. They're being dragged to the hospital as we speak.
Well, if you're going to play the first round and then you're going to play the second round, the preliminary round, to see if you can make it into the finals should be during this show where we replay them all.
Yeah, and I would vomit in between the two sessions.
Absolutely.
You may have to. It may not be voluntary. And Tanner suggested that there might be moose in the outback. The Donkey Show and the Donkey Show wrap-up hour would like to apologize to Bullwinkle and his attorney. We sincerely regret this grievous error and are sorry for any harm or embarrassment that it may have caused. This must be one of them adult cartoons. Traditionally, we apologize to somebody at the end of every stuff we messed up. And so I keep track of everybody that we apologize to. I tried to weed out the redundant ones, although I believe Mandy ends up in the middle of a Shia LaBeouf sandwich. But here's everybody we've ever apologized to.
How was that, Mandy?
It was fine.
Irvin Magic Johnson, Noah Webster, all German-speaking Frauds, the Tampa Bay Rays, The Offspring, FedEx, all ethnic groups outside of Canadians, the Smirnoff Company, Sam and Chris Elliott, all escaped ghosts, Noah Webster, the State of Nevada, Lady Gaga, Richard Pryor, Dan Castellaneta, Serene Branson, Giacomo Puccini, Smilin' Bob, Dan Patrick and the Danettes, The Latins, Jessie Jane, Donis, Willy Wonka, Snoop Dogg, The Estate of Sharon Tate, Metallica, Ron Jeremy, D.B. Cooper, Michael Gow, The Bengals, Bam Margera, Ricardo Montalban, The Cincinnati Bengals, Mahatma Gandhi, Jennifer Aniston, B.B. Newirth, Tony Royster Jr., Rory McIlroy, Marcus Bridges, Paul Harvey, Sam Somansky, President Clinton, God, The Machinator, Plaxico Burress, 50 Cent, Henry Winkler, Muammar Gaddafi, Barack Obama, The Portland Trailblazers, every citizen of the United States of America, Peter DeFazio, Daniel McKeague, Captain Chesley Sullenberger, Weasel Zappa, Hogs everywhere, Yvette Vickers, Russell Sadler, Manny Moe and Jack, sheep everywhere, especially gay sheep, Gloria Allred, Sleep Country, the Vikings from the Capital One commercials, the Athearchists, Bill Lundberg, Bill London, Peyton Manning, Tom Hanks, all the Throbbits listening right now, Keyshawn Johnson, Justin Bieber, Zane Hefner, Avenged Sevenfold, Ben Hogan, Tiger Woods, Sapin, Bruce and Michael Buffer, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Diana Russell, Sean Gillespie, Patty, Michael Richards, Jerry Stiller, George Herbert Walker Bush, Bambi, Rory McIlroy, Stu Allen, Dick Holtz, Governor C.L. Butch Otter, Shia LaBeouf, Mandy Beamer, Shia LaBeouf, the International House of Pancakes, Corey Knott, Kronk, Joan Baez, Jerry Springer, Ashley, Barbara Eden, Elizabeth Montgomery, The Wolves, Metallica, Dolly Parton, Dan Cooper, Achilles, Art Schleister, Maurice Claret, Cecil Fielder, Anne Hathaway's Vagina, Barry Maguire, Larry Rogers, Sophia Margarita Vergara, Roger Waters, Scatman Brothers, Eric Solstra, William James Hung Hing Cheong, Penn Gillette, Boxy Crime Fighter Gillette, Donna Shalala, Michael Allen Fleming, Hal Blaine, Ozzy Osbourne, China Phillips, Secretariat, Gene Roddenberry, Victoria's Secret, Bob Lacey, Sherry Lynch, Bullwinkle, Joe Scarborough, Samuel B. Morse, John Hancock, Dano and Aaron of the Athearchists, Boy George Allen O'Dowd, Chad Tanner Haney, Drew Tiedemann, Mrs. Bridges, Jesus Christ, The Prince of Wales, Gary Gilmore, Seth MacFarlane, Aaron Andrews, Bon Scott, Ted Nugent, Night Ranger, Massengill, Cosette, Michael Richards, Harrison Ford, Tony LaRussa, Marlon Brando, Morley Safer, Lunchbox, Archbishop John George Vlasny, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, George of the Jungle, family and friend of those who died at Kent State, Whoopi Goldberg, all the Throbbits.
Good God. We got a great clip for you here. It's the Donctionary. Actually, this is what we've been waiting for. This is the moment. This is a very, very exciting little piece of Donkey Show lore, I guess, here. Michael Fleming has worked very, very hard on this, and he has all the words that we've made up over the past year.
Made up or misspoken or
Spliced.
morphed or in some way it's just amusing. It's a lot of fun.
All right, Donctionary.
Drumbochan, Smirnoff, Renovention,
The Scapegoat, Patriotism, Imperfectly,
Sleptwalk, Ovarians, Pittsburgh,
I hate you,
Stratagories,
Philadelphia, Deteriorate, Contention.
Now he's just making stuff up. Contentioned, Demoned, Chast, Gaven, Roten, Spink, Declarify, Improvisional, Equatable, the Cincinnati Bangles, Cincinnati Bagels, Coalition, Emboly, Overwhelmment, Lunky, Depersonal, Jennifer Anderston, Falcon, Mutanty. They were getting all mutanty.
Someone stunk bomb us. It had to be Fleming.
Unpenetratable, Synonymic, No guilty.
No guilty.
No guilty.
I think they should run with that.
Tireder,
Kolb House,
Droven, Dog Awful.
Dog awful. Dog awful is dog awful.
All right. Ornaments, Drews, Dranken, etc. Rehears, Typecasted.
Stephanopoulos.
Is it not Stephanopoulos?
Somewhere's Henry Winkleman. Wretch Level.
Wretch Level?
Onion Rings, Acid Reflex. Stupider. Destroyage.
Destroyage. That's very nice.
Hail Balls.
Hail Balls.
Hail Balls. Hail Balls. All hail balls. Termage. Asterix. Remnant.
Remnant. What's a remnant?
What's a remnant? Remnant.
Remnant.
Salvatory glands. Tapatico. Oil
oil barracks, throb book, chunder smell,
Chunder smell?
yeah, pedestal,
Pedestal,
persona non grata, Cannes Film Festival,
yeah, con.
Blood Orchid, Liveral, Harmonical,
Crashing Holding,
Twert, Undoubtedly, Patheticator, Supposedly, Maloot, 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 Misdemeanors, Intimate, Hate Mongrel.
They're considered a hate mongrel.
Agreeance.
Oh, yeah, I'm in agreement with you.
Yeah, right. Artillery, Sniper Rifle, Greasy Curly Fly. Sneal Soaring, Heat Seaters, Slam Duck. Shut up. Minnetonka.
Minnetonka?
It's Minnetonka, but I like Minnetonka.
I like Minnetonka, too.
The guy was carrying weed. I mean, come on. Anti-homophobic, gotten to. I don't think that's a word.
No.
Cojones.
You've never heard the word cojones before?
I've heard of cojones.
Soup hole.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Shut your soup hole. Schooner, Hasselback, Nuclear, Enthusiast, Neoprene. We heard Deteriorated, Gajamugatin.
Whoa.
Gajamugatin. That's it.
Oh, Gajamugated, yeah.
The biggest police presence in the capital in the history of London.
Pectorial, Anertimus, Slept Walked, Bandwaggers, Hand Sanitizer, San Bernardino, Deformation, Forkscrew, Fish Punch. I liked Fish Punch.
Is that a funch?
It must be a funch. Fish Slap, Fish Stickcuffs.
Wow.
Improfessional, Definitely Right.
Definitely.
Crudging,
not tredging.
Wrenchable.
Wrenchable? Is that like a Lunchable?
Wrenchable. Tear ducts.
Tear ducts? Oh,
No, ducks. Thawed. Muscularity. Manestrone. Giraffe. Space grapes. I like that. The Jabba the Hutt was sitting around eating space grapes. Rough shot. Perspirating. Gracetown. Shim. She and him. Faunching. Chomping. Bonching. Champing. Drowning.
It was drowning. It's drowning, okay?
Sasquilingus. Mandy might be into that.
Yeah, she is.
Etc. Bono. It's Bono. Bono is the last name.
Well,
Sonny
if that Bono wouldn't have had his name the way it is, then nobody would be calling Bono, and Bono, because they're all boners.
Shim. Bunker. Funker. A fun bunker full of...
No, it's a fart bunker.
Fart bunker.
The fart bunker is a funker because it's a fart in a bunker.
It's a good
It's a funker.
Bunker. Agreeance, hunchbackish, dudenizer, pity pinch, shooken, negatory,
positron, positony,
negatory, clitori, Star Trek, dolphin tight, and used tos, connoisseur. It should be connoisseur. Mediocrity.
The scapegoat.
Because nobody wants to be the scapegoat.
It's like Popeye when he gets spinach.
It was theorized that the past tense of wink is wank.
Winked, I'm sure.
That was your theory.
I really like boner, though. Ted
Kaczynski-esque. Confiscate. Something. Cromedy. When something's so funny it's a crime. We heard pectorial. The past tense of receiving fellatio is not being filleted. Being filleted means having a bone removed.
Right.
I have no idea what that means. Glamping, which is glam camping. Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix. Nudistism. Asianesque. Pre-mooshed,
yeah.
Filth mongrel. Asterix.
Cassette. A cassette is a double-sided audio format. Cassette considered Throbbit number 5.
High-strungedness. I like high-strungedness. He gets wound up, but he's highly windable. We heard some new termage, and one of them was the word termage. Slagent, which is explained as a slay agent. Perfecting your drumming skills. He meant perfecting, I do believe. Imperfectedly. Less worse. Ground galators. Nuclear winter. Bigotist cake.
Legitimate.
Illegitimate.
There's no N in that one.
Don't Donkey Show está mucho bueno número uno radio programa en Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah, hey.
Ay, ay, ay.
Virginia Tick sucks. If and buts.
I did not make sexual relations on that slamp.
The Muppets make Manhattan. Yin and yang. We all know it's yin and yang.
I thought you wanted donkey rape.
Don't ruin my life.
I've kissed a girl and rubbed lotion on her boobs.
I have a rape face.
And then
He's a badass. A badass with Asperger.
It's a badass burger.
Badass burger.
Well, there you have it, Throbbits. That is your year in review as far as the Donctionary is concerned. That is all the words that we made up, misused, misspoke.
That was brilliant. That's the most brilliant thing I've ever heard.
That was awesome. Thank you very much, Michael Fleming.
It's an honor and a privilege being a part of this. Thank you for the opportunity.
I commend him for putting that together because that takes a lot of time and wasted effort for a 6-minute bit that'll never get aired again.
I have no life.
The afternoon drive with the Donkey Show mob. Dial it in, crank it up, and snap off the knob. Go and get your getters, get 'em to go. Got to do the Donkey Show. The 1015 to the 1063. The Donk on the fly, KZZE. The 411 from Throbbit HQ. Crushy hot chillin' with Tanner and Drew. Buster Rap Marcus in his big ass brain. Wicked bad smart baby off of the chain. Standard ass Carl bootin' sick ass Ram. Flaming, breaking down a traffic jam. Party live on the .com. Mouse it up, log it on, it's the bomb. The FCC, they got no sway. Just ain't nothing that we cannot say. It's fun, real rapping, it's shock, the web jocking. It's cold sugar snapping, it's a hella fat rocking. Yay, throb it, tune it in for shiz. The Donkey Show, what the problem is.